can't hear us. We
Yeah.
can't hear us.
Mystic, do you Instagram?
Yes? No?
You do?
No? What's
Okay.
an Instagram?
The
What's-
thing where you post all the pictures.
The grams of
Instagram.
the Insta.
I don't. I think I do because I have a Facebook.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna worry about tagging you.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Do you want it?
Do you want?
Do you want me to tag you?
Do you want to tag me?
You're
I have
it?
94 followers. That's surprising.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, so am I. Like, what the proverbial fuck, Scoob?
Mm.
There we go. That's my Insta.
Okay.
Where did you put it?
In chat.
Group chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
So
have 0 posts, but I have 94 followers. I love that.
that's creepy and weird.
Yay, bots.
You're not wrong. Okay. Now they can see us and hello. Oh wow, that's a real big close-up, Zed. Damn! The cameo, the Tremere eye is real. I gotta adjust this.
I
Always
am the
watching.
Illuminati.
Oh, are
Your
you?
tits there, Sauron.
So okay, all right.
And on last week's episode, nobody died.
No, we didn't. Somehow, magically, because someone did stupid shit.
You know?
Yes, you did.
The advantage to be having a forgetful Malkavian, I already forgot what happened last week.
Ha ha.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone. How are you guys all doing? I'm Jeannie, storyteller, vampires. I'm gonna let you introduce yourselves. I don't care how you do it. Just do
I'm
it.
Nerdy,
Rock, paper,
aka
scissors.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go.
Go.
Oh.
I'm Nerdy, aka Victoria. I play a Toreador. I'm also hopped up on energy drinks, so this will be fun.
I'm Edward. No, I'm Zed. Play. I am not on. No. I'm playing a Tremere.
This is number 2 for the
Oh god,
first
you're gonna
many
die.
hours. No, I'm not actually. I have a ridiculously high caffeine tolerance.
I'm Mystic. I play James DiSerono, the forgetful Malkavian, and I'm about to be all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
GG.
I typically have a red drink, but 3 hours of sleep dictated
Oh
otherwise.
shit! No! Bed! You guys know what was about to happen.
Session doesn't start with a big huge thing. It comes out with a whole no of the spilt things. That's fantastic.
That was so close. Holy crap.
So happily, we actually have what? Do we have any announcements? I know that I have a special treat for everyone. I did get to put together a 5.5 minute clip when we go on break, so hopefully you all will enjoy. Other announcements. Oh, if you guys see clips or something like that and you want that put into this new clip kind of video thingy, please start clipping things that are funny and interesting that have happened. We'll be putting those in and switching them out in due
It
time.
helps Junie not have to spend 2 days looking at all of our sessions to put clips together.
Yes. It helps a lot. My sanity can only take so much of, the insanity
Sick
advances.
burns.
Oh my god. Also, we do actually have a warning now. Thank you to Fritz, so I don't have to keep saying the warning in like 5 billion different ways. So we have a warning for the vampire. Yay.
I haven't said it in German yet. Just saying.
I know. I've been kind of refraining from that one yet.
I know.
So without further ado, are we all good? Anyone have any news or anything they want to add?
I would like to raise a grievance. We didn't end with Rachel during our private session the other night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yes,
Did she
we did.
just go poof and...
She literally went to the bathroom and went poof.
Oh, okay. You see? Forgetful Malkavian. Forgot everything.
Okay, anything else?
And here's Zed being confused because he was not here for that.
That's true, because he had to go.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
Anything else? Okay, good. So I'm going to play the warning.
You are watching an adaptation of Vampire, the Masquerade 5th version. The characters portrayed in this game do not reflect the players in this game. The thoughts, actions, and consequences are all based on roleplay in a fictional world based in Chicago. There will be topics, actions, and events that will happen that some might not agree with, and if you are one, please take the time to take a break, go for a walk, or if you have to miss an episode, please take care of you and your mental health. With that being said, let's play a story about vampires.
Indeed, we are going to play a story about vampires.
Type.
We're going to start perfectly centered, as all things should. Yes. So, I would like to start off with, this is between Ed and James. We're taking you back to last session, where you guys have all come back from the club. Edward went to his room, or his apartment, which you guys have all gotten your the maps for. And James decided he was going to go change, and they were going to have a bro meeting. So I'm going to let you all pick up on that.
Other shit happened during that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other miscellaneous things that may or may not be discussed later.
Okay, so I'm going to let you two take it off.
Oh, I'm actually going to go to my apartment and get changed, like I said I was going to.
And then there's all the stuff that happens in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's some shit. I walk out of Nerdy's apartment. Don't ask, don't tell.
I flopped down on the couch that we were sitting at.
On Zed's door.
Can't hear you. Hold on. I don't think. Nope.
Do I need to kick it down?
No, his mic isn't working.
Oh! Fuck!
I was waiting for him to just yell Leroy Jenkins and then run into the room.
Oh God, please don't.
We can't hear you. I think you're having the same issues. You're muted.
No, he muted himself.
You muted and deafened yourself. Try now. Can you hear us now? We can't hear you.
We can't hear shit. All your paper's legit.
You may have to do webcam mic again.
We might have to. I feel like we need a donation thingy.
Excuse us for our technical difficulties.
Please hold.
Alright, so I am switching over to the webcam mic. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Large.
I can hear y'all just fine.
Okay.
I couldn't not hear you.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we need to correct that
So
immediately.
your ears were just assaulted by Mr. beating his.
Let's try this again.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. How hard is it to open a door?
Leroy.
Very. Do you know what time it is?
I don't know. Storyteller, what time is it?
From the time you had the conversation with your sire and all of that, then you had the conversation with Rachel. You know what? I'd say it'd been about an hour and a half. So I'm thinking... Oh, it's got to be about 2:30ish.
2:30.
It feels so much later. Or... Anyway, yeah, come on in.
Is the door unlocked?
Yeah? I'm not gonna talk to you through the door.
You never say you open it, so...
Look, it's
implied, right?
It's been rough. Yes, I know it's only been an hour and a half since I last saw you. Things have happened.
Yeah, I'll say. What happened to you?
So what happened to me is someone wants these books. They
Yeah.
want them bad.
Really? Should we burn them?
No.
We could Fahrenheit 451 this real quick.
No, we're not going to do that because they are entirely too precious to have that happen. But we need to figure out what's going on with these, and whatever that is, just yeah.
You can read them now, though, right? Like they're just
Could
primers.
always read them. I can't do the spells in them, but I can read them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something about needing a soul.
We could always just borrow one of those.
They get touchy. Look. Long and the short of it's this. I think I might need to talk to your mage friend.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Pull out phone. Text Rachel. Hey, so I know you just left. But if you could help me out real quick.
Oh,
You can read better than I can. ... Send?
Okay. Go ahead.
I know that that's a big ask, because, well, I mean, she's your friend from before, and
Yeah,
That
I
kind
just
of
have 2 stipulations for when she shows up. Don't drink her. Don't do any vampire-y, magic-y things with her.
that's it?
I can.
I will stake you on the spot if either of those happen.
I can promise. I kind of need her help with the second.
Alright, explain it to me like I'm 5. What needs to get done?
Okay. Magic book.
Not that 5.
Okay.
No, keep going with magic book. I want to see where this goes. It's gonna...
Marina, what'd you get in the doorway?
I'm not actually. I'm doing other stuff.
Oh,
Magic book belong to other mages.
right. I got that part. We killed said mages.
No, we didn't.
We killed mages from another faction that wanted the book?
Yes, as far as I can. We disposed of mages that wanted the books. I don't think they're the same ones that originally owned the books.
Ew.
Apparently, we done fucked up.
Oh shit.
Well,
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm not actually there.
if it's... How big of a fuck up? Like, worse than trying to see the future of the prince? Like, what level of fuck up is this?
We may have accidentally a war.
A war between vamps and mages?
Possibly. I don't know. Look,
Phone back out. Any response?
Yes. What's a sitch?
So, you're good at this whole Harry Potter thing. Might need a hand. Buddy might have fucked up with big books. Now I'm listening to Zed while I'm texting this, so go ahead. Sorry, I'm texting her.
So
You're good. Carry on.
no, I'm trying to process. Because while you've been gone, like,
I think it's since you've been gone.
no. While you've been gone, like in the whole hour and a half that you have been gone, I got a little glimpse in books
A glimpse of the what?
of these books.
Well, you said you could read them, so you've been glimpsing them the entire time. But what's different? What happened?
This is more okay. Look, you touch things and you go kind of, your eyes kind of roll back a bit, and you see all the weird.
Right.
I think they did that to me.
And I'm at the end of the text. I'm just gonna say, "Want to buy counter spell?" ? Send.
Check your phone for your Discord messages, Mystic.
Ruh-roh.
It's easier for me to handle it that way.
I just want you to say I have one blue and one colorless help. May or may not be the cost for
I'm
counter
gonna add to the text message by saying, "We'll need you to tap all mana, probably." Send.
That works too.
I thought counterspell was 2 blue.
Is it 2 blue?
Yeah.
No, it's 1 blue, 1 colorless.
Ha, I was right. I know negates.
Or no. It is 2 blue. It is 2 flat blue. Maybe
Google this
not all mana. LOL. Send.
It's just 2 blue.
Yes. Send.
But okay, so I may need to talk to your mage friend about these books. She's not gonna get them. Let me be perfectly clear on that.
And we should probably check the bathroom.
Neither of us use the bathroom.
Is this coming from the bathroom?
No, it's coming from the door. The apartment
It's
door.
close. I walk over to the door. Hey, Rage. Sorry to bug you.
I know it's only been like 5 minutes.
It's been like 10 minutes since we last saw you. My bad. Got a favor to ask. Just a small teensy weensy. You know those books I brought up as I, open the door? This is Ed.
Now, why don't you describe her to Ed as he's looking at the woman?
Yes, please.
I don't wanna.
Fine. You see
You don't have a choice.
You see a woman with sandy brown hair, hazel eyes, and she's a medium build with an She's got her. She has no name on it, but she has an EMT uniform on with a nondescript kind of like police jacket over it.
Oh, I feel so bad. I didn't even give you time to change.
And she just kind of stands there like this at the door.
Hey, Ed, you should probably just explain. It'll be faster.
She stops you for a moment. She just puts her hands up and says, can I come in?
Oh. You.
Yes, you may come in.
So she'll walk in, she'll close the door, and she's going to look right at Ed and say, "ee-ee,
E-e.
ee-ee,
E-e.
ee-ee."
Put
He's,
your fangs
ee-ee.
away.
Okay. She's now just confirmed what Ed is.
Yeah.
Ed is not happy about this.
She's not exactly thrilled either.
He won't drink from you or drain you. I will stake him if he does anything stupid. As I pull out a sharpened number 2 pencil.
She just goes, flashlight. Puts it back in her thing. What's going on and what?
How much has How much has James already told you?
About which?
So
Magic book.
the primers that I had mentioned about 20 minutes ago.
She's gonna hand her and say, "May I see it?" As in, she can open it up to look at it. She will.
Yes.
She's not asking you to take it. She just wants to
Yeah.
see it.
I will hand it over reluctantly.
And she'll take it, and she's doing this full view. She's opening it up and starting to flip through it.
I thought your sire had these.
No, not yet.
She's a bit confused, but she's still looking at it. Where did you get them? Again?
Remember that thing that I told you about when we were trying to clean up a mess that wasn't our mess?
She not.
Yeah, we got it there.
You do know what these are.
Primers? That's what he
Very
told
old ones.
me.
She nods. She goes, they're extremely old primers that only one tradition uses. I did not learn from these.
You're breaking up off and on, Junes.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yes.
So she's going to say, these are old primers that only one tradition uses. I did not learn from them.
So why would they want to start a war over them?
Who's starting? She looks to the
I
two.
looked at Ed.
So, again, in the time that James has been gone,
While we were
the
talking.
books are granting a premonition of sorts, or at least they did to me. Something about a union coming after them.
She just stops and slaps the door, closes the door, closes the book. The Technocracy Union?
Maybe just a union.
She takes a
And that's
deep
why they
breath on
came
that
to
one.
Chicago in the first place.
You got another deep breath. But who had them? In this
I doubt
premonition.
it's someone in a barn.
Okay. Did he do magic? Is he... She's trying to figure this out.
No, I know.
Would it be easier if he showed you?
I
Possible. Not sure he wants me to. She
Move
looks
around in there.
She looks right at Edward. She goes, I don't know much about vampires or whatever you guys call yourselves. Do you mind I do something to read your mind on this?
I'd rather you didn't.
I guess fair enough.
You could trust her. She won't stake you. I mean, I'm still here. She's done it once-ish? Twice? I don't
and
remember.
perhaps if we had that kind of relationship, it would be fine, but you'll forgive me, I just met her.
She's
Fair,
like, this
that's
is,
fair.
she's like, look, I don't know what these can do to a, she basically just says, what do you know about us?
Some general background lore, not a great deal.
He's scared of you.
She smiles a little. Okay.
Says I should be scared of you.
Okay, well, we're not. She takes a moment to bite her words and says, we only act in self-defense, or at least I know my cabal does. Small group of us that come together and form kind of like a cohesive group.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, the long and the short of it is I don't know. Whoever had these books before died trying to protect them, trying to get them sent to Chicago where they would be safe. But
Okay.
that would have been about 100 years ago.
She nods her head. That's about 1880s, 1890s.
1890s.
She nods her head. That's when they started, thereabouts. Starting to take over. Go ahead.
Beyond that, I don't know much of anything. I don't know who is coming after them. I don't know who had them in the first place. Yeah.
So if they want the books, then what's keeping them from just blowing down your door and collecting them? Can't they just track it?
She looks to Ed and she goes, "What are you? What family, I guess, are you from?"
My family offers some small protection, but wards and the like. But I don't know that if they truly wanted to come and find it, they would have much difficulty coming and finding it.
She goes, "What do you know about magic?"
What do I know about
Magic.
Well, I know that I know it's what I was trying for when I got this instead, that it's a little bit different from Kabbalah.
You mean a cabal, which is a group of mages. What were you trying to be awaken?
Potentially. I'm not certain. Neither here nor there at the moment. I do know that I can read the books. I can't use the books.
Yeah, you can't. You're a vampire. You're dead. Your avatar is shredded.
But
You.
I don't know.
What's your clan? I guess we should start that way so that I can understand. I know a bit about certain clans, but not all of them.
Would you rather me tell her, Ed? That way you have hands off.
I'd rather she not know at all, but I guess now that we're in this position in the first place.
Yeah, I mean you're asking for her help. It's give and take.
Okay, how about this? I work in 3 different spheres of 9, and I'm a son of ether.
Okay.
Does this help? Okay, a son of ether is a mage that borders on between the traditions and the technocracy. I am not, but we pulled away from them as they started to go a little, let's control the world. And we said, no, we want to use this for people. And we broke off and became part of the traditions.
They're the closest to the good guys that I think we're going to get to.
Fair enough. I am Edward Beale of Clan Tremere.
Nice to meet you. My name's Rebecca.
Do you know of us?
Yes.
Okay.
We know you from the original tradition you stemmed from.
Yes.
So you basically do the... Forgive me, I don't mean to insult, but you're doing the rudimentary basics of magic, where you are using more of a physical understanding. Am I correct?
It's a little bit more complicated than that, but we at present cannot do what you do. No.
She nods.
Anyway.
Okay, so your understanding of magic, you know what I can do, basically.
I
yes.
know some of, yes.
Okay, so from that being said, we can turn around and have you trace. Can you trace lines back to anyone being able to put anything on this? Anyone putting a basic ward on it? Anyone done a trip on it? Hell, well, I'll even bring out the Fae into this and putting a cantrip on it.
I can look at them and see for wards, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'm relatively new to all of this.
Oh, well, welcome, because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yes. So
I've been doing this since I was in high school. So what? I know you probably won't give me the books, and she holds up a hand and says, I understand. I'm not asking. Is there a possibility I could try and scan them with my phone? I'm not saying scan word page by page, but taking a picture of it and letting my phone do a rudimentary scan on the objects. And then
Did that with my skull once.
she pulls out her phone and she shows that not only is it a phone, she takes off the case and the cover, and you can see adaptations on the back of it where it's more of a highly graphed kind of mini computer, but it has a lot of adaptations to it.
Hey, Junie.
Hey, Zed.
Would it be, wits plus mage lore, I suppose? Since that was a thing that I now have a point in.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Right?
To, would that be enough for her?
Too.
The question I'm trying to figure out is that enough for her to get the information and contents of the primers, or is
Are you trying to get?
You're trying to figure out if her phone can get everything from that book and just digitize.
Yes.
No. She would actually have to scan them word by word, page by page, and everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you can if you want to roll. Actually, you could do intelligence and occult, and you can add a dice for the mage lore.
Okay.
And see if you can find out about that.
All right. Dice, don't fail me now. They failed. No. I have 3 successes.
You would.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
actually not bad.
You could tell from that.
That randomly closed itself.
There you go. You can tell from just her phone alone. You could probably think that it would take more than just a picture of the book to actually, go through the volumes of books that you have to get all that information.
Okay. Then yeah, I will have no problem with her doing that.
Okay. So she will hold her phone out like this, so you can see she's doing absolutely nothing else, but you can see this side of the phone is completely souped up and more, it's a bit thicker. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll see her just take the phone and she'll push some buttons and such, and she's waiting for things to scan and whatnot. So while she's waiting for that, do you guys continue to talk, or because she's now off to the side, taking pictures of just the covers of the books so she can scan the books?
Okay. So, Son of Ether, you said that they broke off from this union-y thing.
Mm-hmm.
From talking to James, I know you work in life magic.
She nods.
Did any of that go through?
A little bit. You were robotic.
You were
Yeah.
saying
Excellent.
yes.
From talking to James, I know you work in life magics. What else?
What else do I do?
Yes.
I handle Prime, Spirit, and I know quite a bit about Matter, but I really don't talk much about that. That's not one I tend to deal with very often.
Sending a text to Vamp Toria
Yep,
saying that
I'm
her
reading.
besties in Ed's apartment.
Fair enough.
She goes, "What drew you into it?"
Well, I I was looking for power.
Oh my god. Okay, she nods. She goes, "Yeah, magic can offer power. I know a couple of traditions that do."
And well, I have some now. It may not be exactly what I was anticipating, but
It is what it is, and that's how your life path went. It's a interesting way. And she kind of looks over Ed, and what are you still dressed from the club, or did you change your dress?
no, I'm still dressed from the club.
Okay, so you're still in the tie and the vest, and still in the dress pants.
Yep.
And she kind of tell and say, "Government official."
I have some ties.
She goes, "Interesting to see how you landed this way."
Again, is what it is.
No, I agree. However, I am looking at this and my phone is scanning, and I am seeing words on this. I am seeing not words I would normally suggest or even think about, but it's not against you guys. And I am seeing there is a signature, but I can't really read it. It's not like I've dealt with this kind of magic before. It's old. I mean, it's
Well,
old. I can dive into it if you allow me to. And I don't
think that's a good idea for right now.
She goes, "Okay."
Let me.
What's Rachel's demeanor when he says that?
She's
Am I able to read it, or is she stone faced?
she's kind of she has her poker face on. She's not
Yeah.
she's not going to push too much because she knows she's not in a place where she could barter with him on anything right now. So she pretty much sits down in front of the books, takes one of the books and says, "Would you allow me to spirit read it?" And I don't mean reading the context, reading the history of the book.
I think that should be fine.
So she's going to sit Indian style in front of the tome of books that he has, take one of the books in her hands and to close her eyes as she puts on the phone on top of it. You'll see the screen literally just scanning up and down, but it's not taking pictures. It's not taking a picture. It's not scanning the actual book of it. Okay. Now, James has seen this happen before. As she's doing this, slowly her eyebrows and slowly her hair is turning white, and slowly her face is starting to kind of change shape a bit as she's holding on to the book.
I'm gonna whisper. So that's her avatar. Nothing is ruined.
Hey, Junie.
Mm-hmm.
While this is going on, I would like to use Sense the Unseen.
Okay, wow, you're doing something different.
Oh,
That's
clever.
She doesn't like when we do things different.
No, I'm okay with this. I have
This is character growth.
yes,
Okay, different.
yes.
It's not.
This isn't Mystic different. This is okay. No. This is everyone else different.
Okay, this is Mystic not pulling a, oh my god, let's do a premonition on the prince.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fresh in everyone's minds for like 3 seconds.
Okay, do wits and aspects, sir.
2 successes.
Longer.
What you're gonna see is you will actually see. Ooh, hello, 2 successes.
2 success.
You are gonna see.
Any dice.
Okay, where are you looking at? I should ask first. What are we looking at? What are you looking at when you sense the unseen?
Since she was talking about wards, mostly I was going to be looking at the book.
Okay. The books you are going to see have this faint kind of bluish glow to them. And the book that she's holding in her hand has a bluish glow, but around that bluish glow, thank you, because I can't words. There's going to be a white, kind of like white flame around it, which is connected to her hands and then connected around her soul. Or around her body. It's kind of like her soul.
Okay.
It's rude to stare.
Do you not see those? And actually, I'm going to have to pause for a quick moment because I think I hear someone knocking at my door.
Knock, knock, knocking on Edward's door. Yeah.
It's probably James.
Yeah.
Do we hear Leroy Jenkins yet?
It's probably James.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm a 30, just within. Earlier, somebody save him.
So while this is all going on, we're going to cut over really quickly to Nerdy and see what's happening on her side.
Okay. I am flopped on the couch crocheting. I mean, typical.
Really?
The phone buzzes twice.
Oh no, we're not at that point yet. Timing wise.
Oh, hold on, he's back. Give me a minute. Okay, back over to Edward really fast.
Okay.
Apologies. False alarm.
Okay, fair enough. We were gonna flip over to Nerdy, but you came back, so I was like, never mind. We're just gonna do this. Okay. So go ahead, Edward, as you were doing.
So while I am doing that, I'm going to. It's not polite to stare. I'm gonna. Do you see the blue stuff there?
She's white.
Look harder, James.
And gonna do the same since the unseen.
Do me a roll.
Yep, working on it. That's
Do we all have Simply Unseen?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we all have Auspex, so.
You all have Auspex.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Wits and Auspex. Right?
Wits and Auspex.
And
now, some of us have it better than others.
No, it's free. No rouse.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking to see.
Zed, are you higher than 2 dots?
No.
Messy critical. 4.
He's higher than 2 dots. Got it.
Messy critical.
Yeah, messy critical.
Oh, fuck my life.
It's a 4.
All right. So
Look,
you
you don't have to use the messy if it doesn't make sense.
No. I'm going to use this messy for a moment
Oh, God.
because it's a thing. So, you're going to turn and look at the books. You're going to see the exact same thing that Edward's seeing. What he's not seeing is that white fire that's all around her really isn't a white fire. What you're seeing is her avatar from behind her, and that white glow is the white avatar working magic through her to scan the book, and you can actually see the avatar scanning and flipping through the book, reading it to understand it and to see where everything's going, and you can see the avatar pulling the different magics from
Emails.
it so that they can turn
Bleed
around and
Purple
figure
100,
it out.
Bleed Purple 100,
It's like
bonus
the
20
Christmas
drive
tree.
by
It's
Bit
glorious.
Bombing. Have a good day. Later, Tatters.
That thing's just looking through the book, ripping magics apart. It's glorious.
Wait,
Holy
what?
crap.
It's
Wait,
looking.
you don't see it?
No, all I see are the wards.
You probably see more with your eyes closed.
No. Go back to the part where it's going through the book.
It's just like tendrils.
It's like the book's-
white ghost.
It's flipping through the magical book.
And it's like it's.
Right.
He
the,
sees-
the thing that she said she wasn't going to do.
And you can literally see her holding the book, and she is not going through the book.
Yeah,
But you can see the avatar flipping through the spirit of the book.
He's not going through the book. The avatar's going through the book. That wasn't against the rules.
Your turn.
I mean,
Fine.
it's looking. It's like there's the glow, and there's the avatar just playing with it, and
No, it's fine. This is fine.
Grumble, grumble, grumble,
I'm not sure I like that tone.
grumble, 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 grumble.
No,
Okay, so while you two are talking, you're going to see the
this
phone
comes from not
lift
having
up.
all the information I should have had.
The phone lifts up. And then kind
Okay.
of lays down backwards. So you see the back part of the phone. And you see it's working its calculations. As she's starting to open up her eyes again and take a deep breath. And her hair and everything is starting to go back to normal. And she's just deep breathing and just kind of like coming down from what she was just doing.
So your ghost looks pretty awesome.
What? She's kind of
Nothing.
still out of it, but because
Yeah, it's nothing.
these
It's nothing. It's fine.
the piercing eyes she had of the deep chocolate, you could start to see her fading down into the hazel again. So she's kind of like still trying to come out of what she was just doing. She's like, huh?
She's in James mode right now.
Sort of, yes.
No, it's rude
So-
to stare, but your ghost is kind of awesome.
Avatar.
Yeah, that one.
She goes, I went through the history of the book to understand who wrote it, what had happened, where it went, and how it got here, who put what wards on it. Trying to understand it all in its spirit.
It's a book. Books don't tend to have spirits.
Trees do.
Magic book.
She smiles and goes, Edward, do you know
Yeah.
you had an avatar before you got turned into a vampire?
No. Is that the ghost thing that James is talking about?
She nods. She goes, everything has a spirit. Think of it as the Force from Star Wars almost. The only thing is that when you die, your avatar unfortunately gets shredded, so you can't ascend into awakenedness. However,
Lost all my midichlorians. Got it.
And
Yes!
Can I throw back to Mystic's campaign real quick? Magic. Okay, I'm good.
She nods and goes,
Thank you.
and so she
Thank
looks,
you.
she holds the book up to Edward and she goes, don't you think this doesn't have it too?
Again, book, not a living thing. But
She takes Edward's hand gently, puts it on the book, and then what she does is she does life and spirit. And when she does that, those two spheres, she lets him feel the life of the book.
this is icky and dusty.
No, you start to feel the
I guess a quick
author.
slap, just in case.
You feel the author who wrote it. You feel the illustrator who illustrated it. You feel the first person who touched it. You feel the second person, the third, and then you start to feel that person, that the vision, and you start to feel him on it.
I like this is icky and dusty better.
You start to feel all of their emotions, everything that they went through, and you feel that the book has taken on part of their spirits. And then once if you remember your vision, once that boot hit Edward's chest, then you feel a cold, clanky. There's a cold, clanky kind of metal-like feel, and the book gets cold, and you can feel a frightened and a scared feeling to it. And then all of a sudden, you feel nothing. It's like the book severed itself. And she just takes her hand off of your hand, and she holds the book like this, with your hand on top of the book, and she goes, now do you feel the spirit of the book?
I feel the history of the book. I'm not sure about spirits, but point made. There is more to heaven and earth than dreamed of in my philosophy.
Horatio.
No, Edward.
Yes, but I was finishing your line. And she leaves her hand out like this with the book. Your hand's on top of it. She's going to let you take it if you want to. She's not going to reclaim it. If you take your hand off of the book, she will reclaim the book.
Oh, I'm definitely taking the book.
Okay. I'm just letting you know what kind of thing she's doing and why.
Yeah. No, this is my book. There are many like it. This one's fine.
Okay, well, as long as you don't shoot things out of it.
Wait, you can shoot things out of books?
She nods her head.
Ed, you could shoot things out of books? I learned a lot today.
He can't. I can.
Oh, yeah, poverty mage.
Yes.
I did not say that.
It was implied.
Baby.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, the question becomes,
Who wants it and why?
indeed.
And the thing is that from what when I scan the history of this book alone, it was a traditional book, and then it fell into the hands of the technocracy. Whoever stole the book didn't realize that the former owners had more things on it, and the former owners are now trying to get it back. So it's not us you're starting a war with. You might be starting a war
Old
with...
ones.
No, you're starting a war with the technocracy who stole it from us. From the traditions. She goes, what do you know about the technocracy?
They're in the
Assholes.
microwaves.
I shot them. They're in microwaves.
They're
What?
also in that lamp over there.
I shot a bunch of them in a tin can once. It was a great time.
Wait. Technocracies and microwaves?
I told you this. Like,
They're also in that
45
lamp over
minutes
there in the
ago.
corner.
No! I kind of glossed over that because I thought you were actually kidding me.
They're all around us.
They're not in your microwave. They helped develop... Well, hell, we helped develop the microwave. I'd like to put that one out.
So
Not
Rachel's in your
microwaves.
microwave.
But no, the technocracy is a thought, is a feeling. They want to control the world. They want to utilize magic as a power to control the world. Not just human, not just mage. All the world, all of the species, everything.
Hey Ed, would it be safer to give them give Rach the books, like just shot in the dark? You said they're from your.
They were from a tradition, not mine.
Okay.
Order of Hermes.
Okay, so these Hermes guys, how do we get in touch with them?
Order of Say this with me, James. Order of Hermes.
Order of Herpes.
I really need to get that stuff out of your head.
Yeah. So we give the Herpes, or we give the Hermes the books. It solves all of our problems.
Well, in theory. But then again, and she looks to Edward. First, he's got to agree, and she's like, do you happen to have somebody, if she goes, forgive me, I know a bit about your clan.
I want to speak to your supervisor.
But would your chantry lead be okay with this? If it's been reported to your people already. She goes,
probably not.
She goes, fair enough. I'm not going to push you or put you in a corner or do anything. You allowed me to at least... he allowed me to look at them and try and do some scanning on it to find out. At least we have an idea of who wants them back. That's the important part.
Electric Jedi.
No, they're the Sith.
Electric Sith.
Yes.
The microwave Sith.
I'll put one in a microwave.
Don't put anyone in a microwave. It's bad for them. Trust me on this. Even you guys. Do you know how many volts of electricity can kill a human? I do.
As many as they were shooting at me that one time.
Thanks about that. That was pretty vulgar.
Sorry?
And not you. What they were doing, their vulgar displays of magic. What I just did, because I put the phone on it, phone tool, I was bending reality. Reality's not going to bitch slap me back. A vulgar display of magic can cause a ripple in reality and snap back at the person. So she's going to look around your apartment. Edward, do you happen to have a rubber band around? Anywhere on your...
In a drawer.
As a matter of fact...
Oh, shit.
I do.
Yay! So she's gonna go over and take that rubber band, and she's gonna put it up to James's arm, and she's gonna go reality, mage, paradox, and she's gonna let the rubber band go and hit his arm.
I take how much damage?
It's a rubber band. You don't. It just kind of pinches
She's
you for a moment.
mage.
Nope, she did not use magic with this.
Okay.
So it's literally a pinch in your skin, if that. Now, reality, mage, and you can see her charge it up. She lets it go, and it's kind of like she just went like that against your arm, but it's a human slap. It's not going to be any damage to you. She goes, now, you can recover from that. Depending on how badly reality hits me, I could die from that.
So...
Get it?
They really want that book then. Fuck Ed.
You hear a voice in your head, I told you not to touch it.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. This isn't my problem, get out of my head, get out of my head.
Well, how did Edward get them? You helped him take it out of the precinct, right?
Yeah, we snagged him from the precinct.
Guess whose problem it is?
Oh, shit. The cops. It's the cops' problem. They lost evidence.
But who took the evidence?
Ed, me, and another vampire.
Whose problem is it?
technically it was just you and Ed. Me and Gwen stayed in the car.
She was your escape driver. And you actually didn't. Anyways, talking to the voice in my head again.
She arches a brow.
It happens sometimes.
Okay, so now you know who wants him back. I can inquire as into maybe finding them or seeing what I can do, but I would highly suggest you guys walk on this very carefully.
Just give them back.
No.
She's just like, I'm not giving you any solutions or anything. I'm not. She points over to Edwin and goes,
Rage.
I respect what they want to do.
Books.
I don't. She goes, this is a time where I smile and go, this is why we have manuals, but our manuals are so technical. If you don't have a rocket, a degree in rocket science, you're not going to notice and understand them.
They're your books, Ed. We'll figure out something.
If you want my help, I would be more than happy to. But it will come with a favor that I can call on at any time. However, she doesn't know what that means.
I know,
but
I'm not there.
But at the moment, I will respect your decisions on what you want to do.
Well, for the time being, at least, they are staying with me.
She nods. She's not going to try and do anything.
And we'll see what happens from there. I have lots of people, or not lots of people, but I have people that I need to report to.
She nods at that. She expected that, at least. She goes, you need to do what you have to do. I don't want to cause you any inconvenience or any issue.
Can we leave out the fact that, could she just be a passing by mage that you bewitched just to protect Rage?
Bewitch.
Fangy grin. I'm sorry if that's too sarcastic.
Well, if she smiles, she goes, I'm not a verbena, so I'm not going to take it as a personal slight. How about this? I will simply say, I don't know anything. I will take on this on my own quietly, and I will let you guys know what I know. If you want to report back to your superiors on this, you can say that you... She smiles for a moment and says, you can say that you talked to an occult expert on these books, and they advised you about certain things. And you can either lean on or lay off of all the other voodoo magic I just did. And go based on fact.
Well, we shall see.
Okay. Anything else you guys need from me? Because I really want to go home and eat like a huge cheeseburger sandwich now. Cheese fries and, a nice huge ass milkshake. You
enjoy them.
Caught me.
I'm so sorry.
Before I could have dinner.
Leave.
Well, I'm wanting to make sure you guys are all good. Anything else?
I don't foresee anything else. Ed, do you have anything?
I don't.
Thanks, Rage. You're the best.
Rage
Go to give a hug.
Well, she'll hug James, and then she'll extend her hand out to Edward, saying, "It's a pleasure to meet you." And I'm sorry I couldn't do any more tonight.
Likewise.
I put the pencil away.
And she's like, okay.
Oh yeah, you can that whole discussion
And
too.
she will walk to the door and just walk out and close the door behind her.
Now you see her, now you don't, as she closes the door. Did you learn what you wanted?
Parts.
Yeah, we have a big problem if they want your books back. Like, I'm not gonna die over pieces of paper.
Well, we will see what happens with it. In the meantime,
But you want to go out and grab a bite to eat? Bangy grin right now.
yeah, it's early enough. We've got a little bit of time.
Just find a drunk, it'll be good. What's your flavor?
Bag.
Oh. Okay.
It's cool. I got a guy.
Work in progress.
Anyway, I'll still come with.
Okay. Walk towards the door, show myself out, head down to the street level. Are they empty?
It's what, 3 now? 3:30 in the morning? So you've got
it's a weekend, right?
Yeah, you've got your people slowly starting to come home. Mind you, some of them are tipsy.
My favorite kind.
And by the way, you do get a picture of a cheeseburger, cheese fries, and a milkshake on your text.
And I like big butts and I cannot lie goes off.
Wow.
That bitch. I'm gonna reply back. Looks delicious. Wish I could taste it. Makes me want to cry. ... Send.
So
And silence my phone. Pocket.
okay. So do you go hunt?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Ed in tow? Oh yeah, totes.
I make a call. My guy.
Okay.
I order takeout.
I look at Ed. You really gotta teach me how to do that.
So in 20 minutes, there's a old Toyota Corolla driving upwards, and just has the sign in saying "Take out to go" on there. And he goes, he just looks over to Ed, just nods his head, and goes, "You got it?"
Of course I do.
It's a black. It's just a regular brown paper bag. Looks like a takeout thing, and passes it over.
I will pass him the money. It's easy.
He'll give you a wave, and he'll head off.
Well, that's a lot easier than whispering sweet nothings into their ears and trying to get them to go to sleep.
Well, you have to know a guy.
But if it's Chinese, you're just gonna be hungry again in an hour.
Jesus! Oh my god! Wow. Alright, so
So are we gonna cut back to me at any point?
Yeah. You got a dirty
So,
one on my dirty work.
while you two are feeding, Nerdy's gonna get a knock on her door. Thank you.
I go look through the peephole.
And you're gonna see a woman in a dark cloak. I don't remember exactly how I described her, but you know what I mean.
How you described her.
Yeah, okay.
I open the door. Can I help you?
Very quiet. I'm gonna have to move this because people will say I can't hear. Very quiet, whispery voice are gonna ask, "Are you Victoria?"
Yes.
She holds out a sign that says, "I'm Clara."
Uh-huh.
She's gonna say, "Can I come in to talk?"
Sure.
Okay. So when you let her in,
It's great. It's great. I love this.
so when she comes in, she's gonna walk in, and her hands are these gloves that are pretty much black and ratted and everything else, and you can start to see her leathery skin underneath it. Her hands are slowly gonna come up, pull the hood back, and show one of Nerdy's brightly colored hats, and you can clearly see she's Nosferatu.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, "Can you come up to the roof with me, please? I have something for you."
Okay.
So she's gonna turn this down.
Yeah.
She's gonna go, "They can't see me, so stairs."
Okay. I grab a basket. filled
You
with
don't need
yarn
that.
because
You don't need that.
I
Leave
bring
it
it
there.
anyway.
No. Put it down. It
Great,
will
good for
attract. It will attract attention. I have it covered.
Trust me, it won't.
Trust me, it will. Please.
Okay. Okay, I set the basket down and I grab my backpack.
She'll
Let me have it.
she'll just leave, and then she'll go up to the stairs and take up the stairs.
Yep, and I go up the stairs to the roof.
Now on the roof, normal rooftop thingies, but
Yeah.
there's two roofs.
Yep.
There's the roof that has a swimming pool and the gorgeous view of the city. Then there's the maintenance roof.
Yep.
That's where she takes you all the way up to.
Okay.
Off to the side, there's a very dark alcove.
Okay.
And so she'll take your hand, if you let her, take your hand. She goes, "I know you can't see right now." So she'll walk you into this dark alcove, and then she'll bend down, turn on the light, and there's going to be a beautiful armchair for you to sit on. There's a stool that she turns around to sit on.
I move her to the beautiful armchair.
No,
and sit her down in it.
no. She will not move from the stool. She wants you to sit in there. She goes,
I stand next to the armchair.
She goes, sit. You have to sit first, please. It's something I did, please.
Okay,
It's a thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, just sit down.
I sit down.
So she takes off her hood again, and you see
I'm
it.
sitting cross-legged in the armchair.
That's fine. So you see the hat, and she goes, "I want to thank you because we now have these."
Mm-hmm.
And then she bends down. So what?
It said staked.
Oh God. She then takes this bag up, pulls it up, and it's a not exactly the best basket in the world, but it's a basket with this beautiful black, gray, and ombre all the way up to light gray yarn.
You changed things, you bitch.
All the hooks, all the needles that she can find. And then she goes, "Can you teach me?" Mind you, she's saying this all in a Swedish accent that I am not going to try and do.
Of course.
Can you teach me?
Yeah.
Of course I can.
She goes, "Your hats have made it down to us in the sewers, but we can't wear this bright colors because, unfortunately..."
I've made so many hats in the time that we've been at the apartment. It's ridiculous, so it makes sense.
You're just throwing them out the window and just letting them fall into the gutters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Littering.
They've just
You're
been
littering.
disappearing, and I just haven't worried about it.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's horrid. Oh,
Damn, Soren! Shit!
shit.
It's so cold. I do expect that from a Tremere. So she goes that they've managed to come down to the sewers. We can't wear bright colors because it would breach the masquerade if other people saw us. But we can wear dark colors like this. Can you make them in this for us to wear all the time? So when we're not in the sewers or we have to be invisible. Can you make us this?
Yeah, of course I can.
Can you teach me to? I don't know. I don't know this thing because I was born in a small village, and this was the rich kind of art. I can only do.
I grabbed her hands gently.
Uh-huh.
I can teach you. It's okay.
She's just overjoyed. She goes, "What can I do for you? What can I do? How can I Nosferatu change in information and secrets and boons? What can
I understand that's the way.
Mm-hmm.
But this is knowledge freely given.
But knowledge always has a price."
Not always.
She goes, "Always. What can I do for you?" And then she looks to her gloves and she goes, "I can teach you this." And it's an old form of weaving.
It's the knob bending.
She goes, "Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I can do that."
I'll teach you crochet if you teach me knob bending.
She starts to be overly joyed and starts speaking in Swedish
But
really,
also-
really, really fast.
I hold her hand. Also, I want you to know this is a place you can come for safety. To talk. Just to talk. No boons. Just to talk. If you ever need to escape.
And she points around. "Yes, here. I took 2 weeks to build this for you. So you can come up here, and I won't mess your apartment up. And
No,
and,
I meant
and,
in the apartment. I meant in the apartment. You
No,
meant in the-
no, too
What?
pretty, too pretty. I don't want to mess it up.
No, it's not.
No, too pretty. I won't. No, I will mess it up, and I don't want to bring my mud in with me and the dirt and the soot and everything. So I built this. You come here, and you let me know you want to come here to talk. I will be here."
Okay.
This is the voice in your head speaking. You should offer the Nos a shower.
That's
was getting
mean.
there, jackass.
She goes, "But if you teach me crochet, I make sure I have hooks. These are right hooks, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If I teach you not bending, you take this. I give you something, okay?"
Okay.
And she'll pull out what looks to be like 2 long whalebone needles, wrapped up in a not exactly the best red ribbon you've ever seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll hand him. She goes, "You take this."
And I take the needles, and I gently, very gently, put them in the backpack I brought up with me.
Okay. She goes, "Those are knob needles I've had since I was a little girl. You take care of them. They safe with you."
I can't accept them if they're yours.
Nope,
When
nope. She goes, "Nope,
It-
nope, no. You have a nice apartment. You can keep them safe."
You can use the shower so you can be in the apartment.
No.
We can keep a change of clothes for you so that you don't feel like you're messing things
Oh
up.
no,
You
because
can
then
be in the apartment.
all the pretty stuff that you have, I will only ruin because we have to go back
You-
down. You have no.
You
I-
won't ruin it.
No. Just keep here. It'll be okay. I promise. Okay? Stay here.
Eventually.
We do here.
Eventually.
We'll think
see.
on it.
We'll see.
We will make boon later.
No, I don't want to do it for a bit.
No. If you let me do the shower and the clean clothes, then I will offer you boon later for something else in exchange. You can't. No, if you offer, I then give you boon. There's no negotiation. You have to understand how things work.
I know how things work.
No,
I have
you're
understood that.
And she says something in Swedish. She goes, "No, you're and she'll go, "Trust."
Friendship doesn't come with boons.
True, but that is human understanding.
James up.
You're not wrong. She goes, "True, but that's human idea. You must come into vampire understanding." Do you have coterie yet? Do you have coterie yet?
Yes, but I have learned that Toreador are the closest to their humanity.
She nods and goes, "Yes, in a way, and I don't have that humanity anymore. I trade in the way I understand. That way, I don't offend, but
No, I know.
I want to bring you into more information way. Bork, 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 bork.
Bork, and spork, bork.
It's bork. Because your coterie should help, but I want to make sure you teach. I heard you
I'll
do
teach.
you do such good work, and we use this as code for things. So we have things for different secrets that are going on, and different words that can be
Crystal clear superglue.
cool. Yay, super glue. It's crystal clear.
Yeah, super glue.
So
It's
she'll
for a project. It's fine.
she'll go, well, your coterie, they have secret words,
I'm
yes?
missing. It's fine.
So, like code language.
I don't think we have a secret code language, do we?
James, Edward, do you guys have a secret code language? I don't know.
I
You're
don't think we've developed a secret code language for things yet.
To my knowledge, we have not. Granted,
We
we've
just
also
read each other's
been at
faces.
Coterie for like a week, so
Longer than a week.
Unofficially. Officially, it feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just doing our own shit, but it just happens to work out that we're all fucking fledglings.
Yeah.
If we really need a secret language, the password,
It's Volvo.
I was gonna go with Perunga, but Leroy.
Yes. Okay.
I thought the password was password.
Password 123 exclamation mark.
We don't really have a language yet.
okay. Well, I teach you. Do your coterie know how to do things like you do?
They look at me like I'm crazy for doing what I do, because I do it in places that you probably shouldn't normally do this. Like the club, or car, or that one mission.
Or the street corner.
I wasn't doing it on the street corner.
She kind of looks at you confused. Like, where else would you do it? You can't do it really where I am at. The
You
sewer's
can too.
too dirty.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
I can
Just
teach you how to wash them, and then you won't have to worry about it anymore.
well, clean water not found very much in sewer.
It comes in these magical gallon bottles.
Yes, but have you seen me? I cannot actually. She'll make sure that you can. She'll drop, everything else. You can actually
Has
see
you
her
seen
as a Nosferatu.
I can get you clean water and soap and help you wash the thing.
She just blinks like this is blowing. You're literally kind of going boom.
Look, I've been a vampire for like a month. I'm still stuck in human ways of things don't have to be traded.
Yes. How do you get favor?
By being my cute, adorable self.
I have heard the nickname Princess Sparkles.
My soul is black as pitch. Thank you very much.
She giggles.
Out of character argument I've had with Mr. Dirty.
She giggles at that and goes, "Well, word is you are sparkly Princess Sparkles," and then the crazy one is
crazy
Third
one.
Eye. We call him Third Eye
Third eye. Oh.
because he did the thing to
He
the
does
priest.
stupid things. He does stupid things when he shouldn't do stupid things.
She nods that. And then the other one we call Book.
Book. Just Book. I love that. Yes, he's Book. He's Book now.
What's your first name? Book?
Wait. I need to
No,
change
first
his
name is Shepard.
Shepherd Book!
Magic Book. His name is now Magic
Shepherd
Book.
Book Firefly.
May he rest in peace.
Thank you. Effort respects.
I know. Sorry.
Yes, it is. It's very vague on your caps. She goes, we call him Book because he knows so much about a lot of things we don't understand yet.
Okay.
Oh, well, Okay, well, Tribal's definitely one of the 3 nerds.
I'm one of the nerds. I literally go by nerdy. That automatically makes me a nerd.
So she'll be like, okay, so you can teach, and then I know other people that might want to do this too.
I can teach more than just you.
She goes, there are some that know how to, but they are quiet and secretive. They keep to the shadows about such things because of clan and because of what they do. Yes, Mystic!
This is your conscience speaking. If she's teaching to everyone else, she's racking up all those sweet, sweet boons. You should get in on that
See, what you don't know is this all got role played out in a different way earlier this week. So I already know what's happening.
Yeah, so you're wasting time a second time.
So
I had to fight this hard about the boon thing earlier too. It's fine.
yes, I'm being consistent.
Yeah.
So she will basically tell you that there are several other people that are kind of wanting to get together. And would you
So
be...
we're gonna make a Stitch and bitch.
She thinks about that for a moment because she's never actually heard that before. But then she goes...
The crochet stitches. So we're gonna
She
stitch and
writes-
bitch about things.
She writes it on your hand, in the thing, kind of like in Swedish, for a moment. Oh, yes! 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 I know a person who has a quiet apartment that is okay for me to travel in. Would you mind if I introduce?
I don't mind.
She smiles and she turns around and she takes her hand and scoops up a small black cat. She looks into its eyes. It looks back at her and says, meow, meow, meow. And so she and the kitten get up. Well, it's a smaller cat. And then she will go and she'll open up the door and she'll let the cat go down and down the stairs. And she'll go, we'll have answer tomorrow night. Is okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she'll get down. She will come back over, sit down on the stool, and then have you teach her crochet.
Yep.
Okay.
I just sent you a DM about things.
Okay. Wow, all things here. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, good. Hey, listen here. Nasa are good with cats. Bite me.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. So are we all glad? Are we all good with that night?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to ask a question.
Mhm.
While I'm hunting for my bite to eat,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking specifically for someone of my
Your what?
resonance, because I want
Which
to level
is?
up one of my disciplines.
Okay. Do you want to roll?
If you'll let me. I don't know what I need to roll, but
You want to know about somebody in your residence where you can either snack on or get takeout like Edward's doing.
to snack
Residence,
on.
not resident. Resident.
Resonance.
Like how
Resonance.
sanguine the blood is.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I want a wits plus awareness.
Okay,
See, I understood him. I can help.
I appreciate that.
That's fine. I thought he was going with the idea of what Edward was doing and doing takeout.
3 success.
You'll find somebody. Yeah. You'll be able to notice somebody and then go from there.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I want... So is everyone then at 1 dot of hunger?
Yes.
Am now.
Okay, cool. All right. So are you all going to bed?
Yeah, I guess. It could be breakfast.
Okay.
I'm gonna, before I go to bed, I'm gonna work on starting to learn Swedish. And then I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Gonna send a courtesy text. 'Cause I wanna level up one of my disciplines.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So are you all going to bed?
Yeah, I guess. It could be breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a courtesy text. Thanks for showing me that dank food. Except I'm not going to say dank. I'm just going to put, for cheesing that food. Sad panda. Tongue sticks out. Sends.
You'll get a when you wake up the next morning, you'll get a gif of saying finger looking good. So if it's the next night, then I need rouse checks from everyone, please. Thank you.
Are we not using the rolls we did a week ago?
Being that this is now Saturday.
Oh.
Well,
that's right.
Same.
I'm hungry.
Hey, we all suck.
You're hungry?
I am hungry.
We are all hungry.
Nice.
I don't know if it's a bestial failure. You can't bestial fail a rouse.
You can't.
Right?
No, you can't bestial
That's what I
fail.
thought.
No.
A rouse check.
You're just hungry. Okay, so next it's Saturday evening. What are y'all doing?
I am
verifying something with the storyteller real quick.
Go ahead.
So that third point, do I have to put additional XP into grab the discipline ability that I want, or is it just the 5 and I get the 1 discipline skill?
How many discipline skills are in that level?
I believe 2.
Which one do you want?
That's why I was gonna ask.
Pick one. I'll let you pick one.
I can pick one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that other bit we talked about with the whole crocheting thing.
That will be during the week.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start getting the materials to start making a new cloak.
Okay. All right. So you're all waking up for the evening, and Nerdy's gonna start getting ready to go over to Michael's. Apparently. What are you guys doing?
No, not Michael's. I'd want to go to Hobby Lobby for this because they carry more than just DK weight yarn.
Okay.
I'm going to use all those dank supplies that Nerdy's sire paid for.
Actually, that was Gwen.
Actually, no. Gwen actually paid for it.
Gwen. My bad.
Yeah, no, that
Gwen.
actually didn't come up with you. No, Gwen actually paid for all of it. And she got the
that
shit
were
ton
paid
for
for
you.
by an unknown ghost entity.
Yes.
Yeah. No, she actually paid for the shit ton for you and then got the same shit ton for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm fucked up there.
No, you're fine. That was stuff that wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
That was the next night.
I'll go into detail about what I'm doing after Ed describes what he's doing.
Well, the first thing I want to do is spend some time trying to figure out the wards on these books. Because that is a thing that I can do.
Okay. Do you want to make me a roll?
Actually, before I do that, I want to give my sire a call, see if I can go... Can I borrow space from her, which is probably a bit better warded in its own right, to do this kind of stuff in?
Okay. So, are you going to call right now, or...?
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and give a call. Yes.
Okay. So, you'll hear the butler answer. Hello.
Is the mistress of the house in?
She's just awaking.
At her convenience, could she make contact?
Give me a moment. You'll hear the phone being put down and put on hold. No hold music.
Damn it. I was literally just typing that shit in.
Yeah, I kind of figured. It takes about 5 minutes, and then you hear the voice, the phone pick up, and you hear her answer, hello.
Mistress, I have news.
Do tell.
The books are warded.
Really? Why did you come to that determination?
Well, I was going to... thinking back over how they interacted with James and his premonition and the events that happened with that. The pulse, whatever it was, afterward, it made some sense. I took a look. They are, in fact, warded. I would like to do some research into the wards, but would like to do so in a place that's a bit more secure. Is there such a place that I could do that?
She ponders for a moment. You're in the apartment I gave you, correct?
I am.
Remember the key ring I gave you and there was 2 extra keys?
I do.
The apartment just above you.
Yes, mistress.
That is completely secure.
Very well. I will go upstairs and prepare.
Very well. Anything else?
Yes, but it is information best given in person.
When will you be coming?
At your convenience, as always.
Tonight would be fine.
Very well. I will... do some investigating on these wards and then come to give a full report, or at least as full as I can manage.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Yes, mistress.
And she'll hang up. When you do go up to the apartment, and I'm going to say this now before we go into any further, you're going to find that apartment's not fully furnished. The entire apartment is in a complete and utter huge-ass library. The windows are going to be all completely blacked out with blackout curtains. There's going to be several different altars. There's going to be several kind of like tables with accoutrements on it for specific rituals and whatnot. And you're going to see robes and such and things like that to make it easier for you to do things. Even, on the second floor of that apartment, you'll have different things as you need them. So pretty much you're walking into a Tremere candy store.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Okay. So I'm going to go play...
He's going to go get excited.
Yes.
Okay, so while he's going to go...
IKEA.
Yes. While he gets lost in magical IKEA, what are you doing, Edward? Or not Edward, James? Are you starting to paint?
Yeah. I'm gonna do the base outline. It's a gent that looks similar to Jane, doing kind of the dock, what you and I had discussed. Hours pass.
No, hours do not pass.
Oh, hours do not pass.
Everyone...
I'm painting until you tell me otherwise.
Everyone will have probably about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to do what they're doing.
I'm going to Hobby Lobby and buying a shit ton of gray and black yarn.
So by the time you get back to your apartment, Nerdy, while he's in the middle of painting and while in the middle of Edward turning around and doing his thing, you might want to check the map I've just uploaded into this chat, where you're going to see something that has now just rocked the entire building. A very large, massive explosion that literally can be seen from your apartment buildings, the windows, coming from the south part of the Chicago River.
I immediately run to James's apartment.
Stop what I'm doing, grab my gun, grab my boots, grab my jacket, sprint out.
So I get
I'm
to the
heading-
apartment as so you're leaving as I get there?
I'm bolting out, and I'm running as fast as I can to
I catch
the general
up with
area.
you.
To the general area.
It's
And
not our
this is
domain. It's not our domain.
not my problem.
It is your
Sprinting.
problem.
You know where I'm going, Junie.
I know where you're going.
Where is he going? I don't know where he's going.
He's going down.
I have the map pulled up on my
I know,
phone.
exactly, and I'm looking at the
That's what I'm-
map. He's going to where you see Buckingham Fountain. It's going to be south of there in Grant Park. There's going to be it's called the Oak Street Beach.
Whoa. Okay.
It's the space underneath what's labeled as
Yeah, I see it.
Museum number 2 events.
Yes.
I see it now. I catch up to him because I can do that because I'm Sonic.
Yeah. And just from storyteller mentality,
Mm-hmm.
so James understands. The explosion, how many explosions were there?
4,
And how many do I remember from the vision?
3.
We change things.
Still heading that direction.
The thing is
James,
it's in
wait,
Chicago,
James,
not Joliet.
wait. James, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Think before you act. He has the thing. He has that flaw.
Yeah.
You have that flaw.
Storyteller. You forgot to have me roll for that. I mean, I don't think it's stupid.
No.
My life's not at risk yet.
No, but
No.
he's supposed to think before he acts.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he did. He just forgot how many explosions there were.
There will be a text from James and Victoria will get a text of, "Are you okay?" And it's from Rachel.
From whom?
Rachel.
Rachel? Yes.
Yes, trying to stop dumbass.
Sending a
Send.
text to Gwen. Was that you?
Okay, you get another text from Rachel to the both of you. Good. I have to go I'm on duty and it's hit us hard pretty bad down here.
I send a text to Rachel. Tell him stop sprinting.
Need a hand? Question mark. Send.
5. She'll then respond back to both of you. 10 alarm. And
I don't speak cop. Send.
he'll be able to turn around and tell you.
Yeah,
A
I'll
10
slow
alarm.
down.
A 10 alarm call is meaning 10 engines from several precincts have not. It's not just Joliet.
It's all counties.
It's
in
all
the
counties,
area.
yes, that have now.
So massive explosions.
Yes.
Was it from the area? Oh, no, it wasn't Joliet.
Yeah, she's saying Joliet's gotten hit.
Yeah, I am full blown sprint then.
Chicago and Joliet.
Think before he acts.
Yes, I need you to roll.
He should. He should. His brain should be getting.
What am I rolling?
fucking shot.
I need you to do wits plus awareness.
Hunger? No hunger?
No
I will
hunger.
be moving as fast as I can without breaking the masquerade to catch up.
By
with
the
him.
way, take a look at what Edward just sent. I believe
Yeah.
that would be a text, correct?
That's a text.
Yes.
Hunger?
I
No
turn
hunger.
on the news.
No hunger.
I text him back trying to stop James. James is running.
4 successes.
Apparently, it's bad.
Your mind tells you to stop running. Your body keeps you from moving for a moment. Your mind then
I grab his
says,
arm.
mind says, listen to Rachel. What does she say?
I am holding on to his arm now. Stop.
That's not fair. Damn it.
What's not fair?
Just get quiet. That's all. I'm pissed.
Chill. Don't get pissed. It's gonna make it worse.
Another text comes in to both of you. And this is to all 3 of you. Edward included.
Yes.
Are you guys all okay? Where are you? G.
Yes, we're fine.
G.
Still in apartment
From
buildings.
G.
Gwen.
Gwen.
Yes, we're fine. Still in apartment. Just stop James from running out. Send.
Yes. Was that you? Question mark. Send.
From
In
Gwen.
the apartment. Why is everyone freaking out about this?
I send 10 alarm question mark to Edward.
Edward would probably know from his context.
Yeah.
It's a large explosion.
Massive explosions, multiple trucks. heading
Gwen
to the-
responds back with, "Just got out of river. Be there soon."
Out
And
of river.
I reject reality and sprint. Fuck
I
it.
am holding
I
on to
will
your
shred
arm.
what little mind I have left.
I am-
Burn all the willpower.
I am holding on
Are
to
you
your arm.
spending a willpower?
I will reject reality. I'll spend willpower on this.
Okay.
I am grabbing onto him. I will roll brawl.
Wrench away.
I will roll brawl.
I need
What do I need to roll?
You need strength plus brawl.
And I'm gonna wrench away, so strength plus.
Brawl.
Oh,
You both are brawling.
it's gonna hurt.
Since I'm familiar with grappling and hands to hand,
And you get an
Not-
hands
not
to
too
hand.
good for me.
No, it's not. You'll get an extra dice for your expertise.
I don't want to let go of my 2 dice.
Edward, you're gonna get a
Totally
text from Gwen saying, "Hold
3
on to
successes.
James now."
3 successes.
What's your successes, Victoria?
What successes?
Okay.
Wrench away and keep going.
Fuck.
Nobody's getting in my way. Did she say see you
what do I have,
soon
what do I
or
have,
be
what do I
there
have, what do I have?
soon?
What do I have, what do I
She
have?
said she'll see you
I have-
soon.
What do I have? What do I have? What do
So
I have?
don't be there soon. Okay, that changes things. James misread it.
I
But James
pop
forgets
off.
things. I'm not looking at you. I'm running forward.
I sprint in front of you and pop off. I can do that. I am faster than you.
You could try.
I am
I'm
faster than
looking
you.
down the moment that you get in front of me.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
I need from. Okay, hold on. I need from Victoria, dexterity and athleticness.
Okay. Cat's Grace. I get a +1 die,
Go for it.
which helps because I have a 0 in athletics.
Somebody needs to change that.
Working on it. 2 successes
Okay.
off 3 dice.
What am I rolling? Or am I rolling?
She's doing it so she can do celerity. You have no counter to this because you don't have
Yeah.
celerity.
Yeah, I can't move that fast.
So she's moved 4 paces in front of you, turned around, and popped off.
I don't
that-
stop, so I barrel into her.
He'll need to roll a composure plus intelligence while I roll manipulations plus presence.
Make your rolls.
I got this. That's still 6 die.
Edward, what are you doing while
3 successes.
I am coming out of my library and figuring
4
out.
successes on my 4
I need
dice.
to see this shit. I need to see this shit.
Just move my dice.
Coming out of the library.
All
and
right, I'm gonna
figuring out
burn a
where they
willpower
are.
and re-roll 3
Okay.
die.
Shit, I can't reroll dice.
Burn another willpower, re-roll
God.
3 die. So that was 3 successes plus another 2.
Damn.
5. All right.
Doesn't he need to roll the shock thing again?
He
Is it this
does.
thing jumping before he thinks?
He does. However, I'm going to do something different. Go for it.
Okay. And that was what? Resolve or
Wit,
So
wit plus
composure?
no, what did I have you roll? No, wits plus
That was-
awareness. You have to have
Okay.
your wits and awareness about you. Four. Okay, fair enough. So your mind shocks you a little bit to slow you down just for a moment to get you to stop and think and say, safest way possible, no breaching of anything.
I'm not using any powers.
No. What did I just say?
Safest way possible. Don't breach anything.
Did I say not use power? I just said that. I didn't stop you.
That's fair. That's fair. So barrel into Thumbelina there.
So you
I
get
have
out.
Cat's Grace, so I don't get knocked down.
You just get disjarred and pop unseen passage.
I'm looking at you. You can't.
I thought that was only Cloak of Shadows.
No, it's on Siege. Yeah.
Looking at you.
I thought I still could. Hold up. I might be wrong.
As long as you
That's
blah, blah, blah,
261.
blah, 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 blah. The user cannot use his power to disappear while being actively observed. Automatic failed, such as a case.
So, question.
Answer.
If I just barreled into her, what are
Cat's
the
Grace.
odds? Cat's Grace keeps you from falling,
Correct.
but it doesn't keep your attention on me.
Well, she's still
You just
looking
ran
at you. It's
into
kind
me.
of hard to stop.
Alright. Well, can't unsee the passage, but they'll just keep sprinting.
Okay, so
Full
you're
speed.
out of the apartment. The door is wide open, and there is Victoria. Where are you going now?
I'm going
And who the hell
to-
is not getting in touch with Edward?
I text Gwen. I couldn't stop him.
Gwen has already sent a text to Edward.
Yes, I know. And
Okay.
Edward came out of the library and is looking around for the two of them.
Yes,
But I'm
you
on the wrong
You're
floor.
on, yeah.
Fuck, that's
So
funny.
yeah. So I text Gwen. I couldn't stop him.
I'm heading towards the river
Gwen
inlet. As close to where I can
Gwen calls James.
think. And we are only freshman goes off on my phone.
What?
Hello?
What you doing?
That wasn't you?
No, that wasn't me. I just got out of the river.
Yeah. Last time you got out of the river, bad things happened.
No, remember Dad was walking out of the lake. Let's just say there was a huge brawl last night and shit happened.
What type of shit?
Shit.
Should I grab the flashlights?
I don't know yet. I don't know what's going on. I have to find out from the prince what's happening.
Understood. I appreciate it.
I want you to stand down a little, and all of a sudden, while you're talking to her, another explosion happens.
Where did that come from?
It's still
What's that?
from that same area, and
Do I
now
hear it over her phone before I hear it here.
it's simultaneous because you also feel the building shake a little.
Right. That means that she's within distance of me then. That she's closer to us than she is to the explosion.
Well, almost
Because-
simultaneously. I think you could actually hear the cracking and the almost boom through her phone first.
So
Before.
she's closer to it. Okay, so still gonna sprint towards the explosions then.
Okay. What are you two doing?
Stay safe. Click.
No, you don't even know it. All of a sudden,
Oh, it
you hear
just
the
kills all the
boom.
lines.
When the boom happens, you hear nothing from her end after that.
Who's that celerity? This bullshit.
So you're going down the elevator, or are you going down the stairs?
I'm jumping down the stairs.
Okay, Victoria, Ed.
Still trying to find everybody. I mean, obviously they wouldn't be up on this floor, so I'm just gonna go down to the floor below to try to find people.
Are you using the elevator or stairs?
Stairs.
Okay, you would be hearing this thud, 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 and if you were to look, you will see James jumping down the stairs, almost like my cat is trying to jump off my chair.
Interesting. Well, I will. Yeah, James.
You'll see Victoria in the stairwell going, "Motherfucking dumbass."
Gotta go save Gwen. Okay, thanks. Bye.
James, she's fine. She wants us to make sure you don't go to her.
She was close to the explosion. The line went dead. As another thud.
And I look at Edward and "Fucking dumbass." He's gonna be the death of us, literally. He will be our final death.
Okay.
How many more floors do I got?
I'd say another 10.
10 floors.
Yes.
Just gonna take the door then and grab the elevator.
I used celerity to get down the stairs before him and stand in front of the elevator door.
Poor Tremir's all the way up there!
We died in an elevator once. You're not stopping me, Small.
You need to stop. Well, you were told to stay here. She can take care of herself. You were told to stay here.
Do I hear the ding yet?
Ding! And you're going to have to
I'm
cut for a
standing
break.
right
You're
there.
going to have to... Hold on for a minute. Stop your action. We have to cut for a break because, A, I have to go to the bathroom, and we need a 5-minute break.
It's break time.
Roll and pick her up.
So...
You're going with me, Smalls.
Okay, so... Everyone, stop for a break. We're going to pause for 5 minutes and 30 seconds because I made a little small film I want you all to watch. Plus, I have to go potty. So...
Don't forget to mute our mics. I'm just saying, because I got to talk to Thumbelina about something real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So, enjoy this and have fun. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Hold on a minute. And there we go. Okay. Hold on. I'm your storyteller, Junior Von Esch, and I'm going to let the vampires introduce themselves.
We doing age or beauty first?
Either way, that makes me.
One side.
Did she explain what the technocracy is?
Bunch of nerdy mages that have hard-on for reading.
Oh, yeah, that.
Kind of.
Basically, like you.
Gwen falls over laughing. Artemis falls over laughing. The tape falls over laughing. We burn the table.
I'm like actually doing this in character.
Just gonna say, hog in the back, up towards Gwen.
No. Bacon in the back seat.
Nah. Yeah, bitch. No.
Yeah, it takes one to know one.
There's a Harley. Should we describe what we're doing?
No, I'm telling you what you're doing first.
Okay.
I am being God for the moment. Hey, Rocket.
Okay, I apologize, God.
Hi, everyone. I am God.
Bow before our storyteller.
I'm gonna bend the knee.
Actually gonna do it.
Bang boners from happening, because that was kind of awkward.
Why do you think we've had to redo your entire world in case that happens?
No, but how do you stop it? Is what I'm asking. I don't care about what you've done about it.
Practice.
Fuck. Unseat my seatbelt and get out and say, "Get Victoria home," and I dip out of the car.
What are you doing? I jump out of the car too. No.
Child safety locks. Fuck you.
I'm in the front seat. They don't have to.
I know. You would think.
Nope.
I'm just like, the fuck?
What just happened? No one knows. What is Malky thinking?
No, what's Toreador thinking?
Can I take the stairs?
What floor is my room on? Because I have a room key.
You have a room key and it's a penthouse.
Whoa. Okay.
So
Let me make a note.
Take and I kiss and I use premonition.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You asshole!
You should have seen this coming.
I had considered not doing it, just everyone off.
Hi,
but
buddy.
Friends aren't friends? I thought they were food. So when Gwen will be in, she'll be
Meals on Wheels. Fuck. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Meals on Wheels. And you know, if they're cold, they're Meals on the Rocks.
Oh.
Which is what I take.
God. No. So I kind of am changing the music a little bit. Un momento.
Dunce, 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 dunce. Dunce, 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 dunce.
Fuck you!
The system is down, 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 down.
Can I retract my statement about the music in the club being pumping?
The reasons that you have a microwave.
Mages are in my microwave.
Mages are in your microwave. No, let him believe it. It's easier. Mages are in his microwave.
Fine.
Artemis, we need to get rid of the microwave. Got second remember Steve's in them.
However,
There's no way I lived through that. There's no way.
Does she come with an off button? Really? Does she come with an off button?
You know, you want to see how it's done? I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna put my 3 fingers in between and use premonition.
I run up and do it again on that tree before he can touch the tree.
I will punch you square in your fucking vision eye.
No, 7 successes.
How many?
7. I don't know if he can sense that he's doing it. Is Junie on the floor? Junie must be on the floor.
No, she walked out.
I can show you the world! Oh, she loves my keen eye. She's gonna love this shit. Oh my god.
Shit. I hate you. Ray, my bad. Long and short.
Hi, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Rewind time.
Long story short, we're back. Yay! We have. If you guys saw the video, please let me know if you guys like it. If you guys can do more clips, I can include them. Fantastic, great. On to action. We have Blackhorn Leghorn and Oompa Loompa. They jumped into an elevator.
I
Yay!
do not like the name Oompa Loompa.
She didn't jump into the elevator.
It got into an elevator,
Russ.
and they start going down. Edward catches up to them on the same level, but he enters into another elevator a little bit later. Just as they hit, about a minute after they've hit the first floor lobby, Edward. So now they're both on the same Edward. They're both on the same Edward. That's it.
On the same Edward.
They're both on the same level now.
Get double the mileage for half the cost. I will put you down if you don't stop me.
I'm gonna try to stop you, you jackass. You're being a dumbass. You're being a dumbass.
And
No, you-
just let her fall off my shoulder. Cat's Grace will catch her.
Cat's Grace, I land on my feet and I get in front of you again.
How,
Barrel three again.
like, while they are doing this little dance,
Exactly.
am I able to get up behind James?
Oh, I'd say so because you get out of the elevator a little bit afterwards.
Okay.
So you are literally behind him because he's worried about Victoria. She's trying to do this whole.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not trying to barrel into her 100%. Like, I don't want to kill her.
With that,
Ah, damn it. Never
Put my
mind.
hand on her head, and I just keep running forward.
that's great because the building rocks again.
Are you gonna let me out of the... Go now?
No.
By now, people are starting to either come out of their apartments. There are a couple other elevators that are coming down, and people are starting to come around, looking around. There's people starting to spill onto the streets.
Right, now we can go out on the street, but if you run, You're running.
And shift her head and just bolt past her.
Edward is behind you as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Did I notice? Are you being sneaky?
Not
you're busy dealing
particularly.
with me.
I'm just distracted by Munchkin.
I mean, I can try to stealth up. Just as a see how much attention you're paying to me.
None behind me.
If you want to go stealth, you can do it in the elevator before the doors open.
Okay. But none of it matters because the thing that I was going to do won't actually do what I wanted to do. So, never mind.
Okay.
You're very lucky you're a vampire.
The world is a vampire.
If you have the book handy, turn to 273, and I was planning to use the ability in the top right. Unfortunately, does not actually paralyze vampires,
No.
and I did not want to do the other parts of it.
You don't have 3 yet, do you?
Yes, I do.
What'd you go for? Touch or potency?
Oh,
Touch.
God.
Yeah. Doesn't work the way I wanted it to, though,
No.
because he's a vampire.
A bunch of people are out on the streets right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
gonna-
thinking about it. It's now 7:30, 8 o'clock at night was when it settled. This has happened 2 hours afterwards. It's 9:30 at night.
How close is Vamptoria behind me?
How close are you behind him?
Pretty fucking close, because celerity.
There's a bunch of people that are in your way, though.
I am
You
moving
wanna
as
break
fast as I
Masquerade.
I am moving as fast as I possibly can without breaking Masquerade.
I'm gonna barrel into a group of people, and I'm gonna use Mask of 1,000 Faces. I'm getting away.
He's getting away.
I need you to rouse check.
Yep. I know. I'm hoping that barreling into him will make it more viable for me to go poof.
Oh. There is a power to be able to see through that, but that's okay.
Yep. And good to go. Passed.
Okay, so he barrels through, and he then becomes an undescript person that cannot be made out. What are you two doing?
I would like to do Sense the Unseen.
I would also do Sense the Unseen.
I don't remember if it's free or not. I'm looking.
Sense the Unseen is free.
It's free, wits and aspects.
Yes. Wits and aspects.
Depending on
3.
your rolls, I will tell you what you see.
4 successes.
Alright, what am I rolling against?
I don't think there's a roll that you can do.
Oh yeah, you just instantly recognize me again.
Uh-huh.
That's good, because I don't. I get 0 successes.
So,
yeah,
as he barrels through the group of people, he becomes completely and utterly, he vanishes in front of Edward's eyes and becomes some kind of nondescript person that Edward would just walk right past. Victoria, on the other hand,
I juke left.
Edward
sees him.
And I'd grab Edward's arm and drag him with me.
Like, so you are dragging me through the crowd after James?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can see James.
Still heading towards the explosions.
Okay, so you guys are going south. Thank God.
That's the other thing, is even if you get away, I know where you're going.
Yeah. Some people run into flames.
So, as you guys start
People are dumbasses.
heading down south, you will see this massive plume coming from the south part of the Chicago River. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
From there, you're going to hear sirens upon sirens upon sirens. I mean, it's just a mass effect of sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we calling an Uber? Are you going to get a cab? Are you running? I mean, seriously, people.
I'm running because it only looks like
why is James
20 blocks
running after this thing?
Because he's a dumbass.
That doesn't help me.
20 blocks.
I mean,
It's going to take you about 20-30 minutes to get down there.
Well, it's going to take longer because of the explosions, more traffic, EMS are on the road.
Okay. We're running because he's a dumbass.
I'm looking around. Are there any bikes tied to any poles or anything of that sort that I might be able to manipulate as I'm running?
You're going to see normal... They have those bike racks and whatnot where you can rent bikes. Things like that.
Run over to one of those, grab one of those, and I start booking it even faster. Pull a 20 spot. Can't put it in the coin return.
Okay.
Actually, they work off of an app on your phone.
Do they take cash?
No. They're connected to an app on your phone. You use the app to pay.
Probably don't have that. Oh, I might have that. I don't know. Storyteller. Would I have that? Being from Joliet.
I don't have them Joliet yet.
Okay, yeah, so never mind. I look at it, pissed off, kick it, and keep running.
I only know this because they had them in Memphis, and me and other people thought about using them because they would have been fun.
Okay, so that actually, with that, over in Victoria, you do get to catch up a bit. So they're about 2, maybe 3 spaces behind you.
Yeah, probably 10, 15 feet, right?
Mm-hmm. So as you make your way down, you see more and more people coming out of the buildings, and you start to see certain vampires you may or may not know, or you remember them from the club, and they're confused as to what the hell's going on. All 3 of you then get a text from each one of your respective sires asking, are you okay, and where are you?
Okay, heading towards explosions. To
Okay, trying to stop James from heading towards explosions. Send.
Perfectly fine. Chasing after James, headed toward explosions.
Well,
We are throwing him under the bus.
Ruby and Artemis both reply, "We are in an emergency meeting with the prince.
Mm-hmm.
Please do not investigate further. Issue."
Ooh,
Then-
that means he'd be directly disobeying Artemis.
I
Run into him.
Stop instantly.
I run into him.
All of a sudden, Edward gets a text of, "I'm being summoned by the prince. We'll contact you later."
Firing off 2 other texts. The first one's going to be to Rachel. Was ordered to stand down. Good luck. Stay safe. Send.
Rachel, you get a picture.
How bad?
Yeah, you get a picture of the line of the docks in Joliet. There are 7 huge ass plumes going up. She goes, "Too busy, don't bother. We're overtiming it. Casualties."
My second text is going to be to Gwen. Are you safe? Question mark. Sent.
You're not going to get a response back very quickly.
I'm just throwing it out to the universe.
I know.
I'm going to follow up with, was ordered to stand down. If you're there, good luck.
My question is did you guys crash? Do you guys think that you guys would have been able to cross the DuSable Bridge close to the Chicago Theater?
Nah.
I'm not sure how quickly you guys are thinking about moving or where you guys think you would be able to have stopped. That's why I'm asking you guys.
We probably would not have gotten that far moving the speed that we were having to go.
I would hope not.
I would rather ask.
Several blocks,
I
yeah.
don't know. How long transpired? Because that's going to dictate it.
I'm looking at about 20 to 30 minutes.
No, we wouldn't have gotten that
full-blown
far.
sprint. 1, 2,
That's multiple miles.
5, 6 city blocks is feasible. So we would be about halfway there.
Do you guys start to slowly saunter closer to the bridge, or are you full on stop?
I would have.
Full on stop.
I would have run into him.
Okay.
Yeah, she slams into the back of me. I go further.
Which means James or Edward would have slammed into me because I was dragging him behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you guys were just before that bridge, just because of all the traveling and because of her celerity.
Fair.
And
Keeping mask up, by the way.
I know. Now you guys are close to a couple of other high-rise buildings.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody that comes out of the. Okay, there's a TV in the back. It's okay.
There's a banshee in the back.
Yeah. You're gonna see somebody come out of one of those buildings. That somebody of this team kind of gently taunted. And she just...
She doesn't have sense of the unseen up, though, does she?
How do you know? And she just comes walking out, looking around, and looking over to where the plumes are and pulling out her phone.
Yeah, I turn and I start walking the other direction.
Are you walking back to
Yeah,
the
I'm
apartment?
walking the opposite direction of the flames.
Okay.
Complete opposite. Keeping my face covered, everything else. And I'm just going to mutter one word, scatter. I'm going to mutter scatter. It's the scourge.
Yep.
You're going to see, while
I'll
you
scatter.
guys are going back to your apartment, you see a rather large SUV coming towards, stopping. She and two other people come out, and they go into the SUV, and they book it towards the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a text from James going, "Come to the bridge really fast." G.
Oh, Gwen.
We heard you say text from James.
Yeah, I heard James.
Text to James. I'm sorry. My bad.
Text to James saying, "Come
Yes.
to bridge."
Come to bridge. It's
And-
you guys were literally right there.
It's not investigating it if we're talking to Gwen. It's not stupid.
Is it stupid though?
Turn and start walking back towards the bridge.
So,
It was Gwen.
Okay. Well,
right,
let's go for Gwen.
Victoria, I'm confused. Why do we care about this explosion?
Don't know. We were told to stop James, weren't we? Or weren't? I was just trying to stop James because he's a dumbass running into explosions.
Okay.
Literally.
Explosions happened when the war started in my premonitions. As we're walking towards the bridge, I'm not sprinting or reluctantly doing any shit at this point.
Slowly, when you finally get to the bridge, you're gonna see 2 wet hands hanging on.
Any discerning marks?
Well, you can't see any of her hand. You just see 2 wet hands on the bottom of the bridge, and you can see them.
Offer the hand to pull up.
Okay, Gwen's got
Are we
her.
allowed onto the bridge to do that?
Why not?
Well, presumably it's someone else's domain.
You're not killing anyone. You're helping somebody out.
Fair enough.
So if
It stays
James,
in my convictions, so.
Yeah, same.
It's part of my convictions, so I'm gonna do it.
you're gonna help.
Yeah.
So when you offer hands, 2 wet hands are gonna be
Yeah, gripping.
yes. So I need you to roll strength, and we'll do brawl. Strength and brawl, because you got to pull them up and hoist them up.
2 successes.
You're getting there. You need help.
Little hand
will
would be
help.
nice.
What do I roll again?
Strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl. Because you guys are pulling her up.
I got 1 crit success and 1 crit fail.
Oh, geez, that just nullifies it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you helping Edward or no?
Sure, I will help.
Fantastic.
I will roll my 1 die and
You
get
can do
1
it.
success.
Well, there you go. With you and James, you pulled Gwen up and over the bridge. Well done.
And of course, Munchin's behind us yelling, "You can do it! Stay positive!"
No, I'm trying to help, just not doing a very good job.
Okay, so when you pull her out, her clothes are completely soaked. You can see the burn marks of part of her clothes, like she was caught in one of the explosions.
That would explain why your phone disconnected.
And
I hug her.
He's like, oh, she got the phone like this in her mouth. The phone's completely dry. Ha ha ha.
I put my index finger on my thumb and start trying to twist it around, like slightly to slowly ease it out.
Uh-huh. And she'll let you.
I hug her.
She gives a hug to gently. It looks like she's in
It hurts like
pain.
hell.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
in pain. I mean, you can't see any of the burn marks because she was in the water. But it looks like she was literally caught midway through. She will ask for one of you guys if you have a coat to put over her back.
Oh, I
Leather
hand her
jacket.
mine.
She will turn around and
She has 2 coats handed to her.
she'll look around her, and as the humans are all coming out to look, she puts herself back against part of the bridge so people can't see,
Yeah.
and she'll turn to show you guys all the shrapnel in her back.
Yeah, we need to get that fixed.
She puts one of the coats over her head and she goes, "Wasn't me."
Scourge is on the move. Black van. Heading over
Towards
the
it.
bridge.
She goes, "Inner warfare." She's trying to calm herself because
Yeah, her beast is probably trying to get out.
I am.
You're seeing
very
her
gently rubbing
post
her arm where
post
it doesn't
frenzy.
look like it's moving. Yeah.
You're seeing her post frenzy. So she's calming herself back down.
How bad? Fight Club, okay?
She just thinks about it, turns around, looks at the plume. Now this is the time Edward has not seen her overly emotional. So you're seeing her dead emotion. You're seeing her very to the point, very curt, very almost like
reactionary.
She's not being a bruja. You know how brujas normally flare up, short temper, things like that? Nothing of that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice has turned into Irish. She's got an Irish accent right now.
I've heard it.
Edward hasn't. This is the first time that he's ever. So she's very like military strategic operation. I was called down to investigate. They started going off. I didn't plant them.
Set up?
Don't know. I just lost 5 deputies.
And I'm gonna do something stupid.
That's not top stupid.
Need me to get you a bite?
She shakes her head. She goes, "Don't worry, I already... Not now." She goes, Beast took over.
Do we need to get you to the apartment?
She thinks about it. In a few. I need to watch.
Okay.
Because as you guys are watching this, and the humans are all like, ah! On the side, and along the river, you guys will be able to see the three people going down, going over the railing into the water, and all of a sudden you're going to see the water turn black.
I'm gonna pop heightened senses for vision. And then I'm gonna follow that up with Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
That's not healthy.
A little bit hungrier.
Okay.
Eyes are watching the water closely. Very fucking closely.
It's so pitch black, your Sense the Unseen cannot see through it completely. It looks like murky gray, and all you're seeing is this ink, black like ink floating in the water towards the barges.
I'm gonna look over to Gwen. So that's what the Scourge does, huh?
She nods and says, "Not my choice of Scourge, but..."
Do you think she would set you up?
In a heartbeat. She says, "Vampire politics are a lot different than human.
I can imagine.
We don't try to force people out of office, we kill them out of office."
That offer from the other night still stands.
She nods. She goes, "You're glad you weren't with me."
Last night.
Yeah, I know. She goes,
literally the other night.
She just looks and she goes, "You're just glad you weren't with me tonight. That could have been you." As you see a couple of other smaller explosions happen as they start to get to the gas tank of the barge and all that other shit.
As the Lasombra does.
You'll see the black ink go and disappear off to the curve because you're not actually close enough to see where the barges are.
Yeah.
And Gwen will look to Edward and say, "There's going to be a huge thing about this soon."
There's going to be a huge thing about...
the explosion soon.
I'm gonna ask.
For now, then, we should probably get back.
Oh, she goes, "Oh, we're back."
No, to our home. I say, looking at James and Victoria.
I give a
Same.
half nod. And just ask, and I look to Gwen. Do you know who started it?
I can count maybe 5, 6 people.
Offer a hand to help get her up.
She'll take it.
Premonition.
Oh, fuck me.
That skill is gonna get you killed.
It's in his character.
It is. That's the
Oh,
problem.
Christ. Okay, roll me.
Hey, one success.
Oh, fantastic!
You don't see jack shit.
Yeah, pretty much. You see jagged shit rolling down a hill, and Edward's laughing behind him.
Yay!
No.
Doing throwing shit down a hill.
What you'll pretty much see is when you do that and she gets up.
And I'm playing it how Artemis taught me, by the way.
Okay. So what happened is your sense and everything will go down. You're going to see literally being in Gwen's shoes. And you see that there are a couple of deputies waiting at the barge. And then all of a sudden, everything starts to blow up. And you see her get forced down to the ground. You can see her starting to be on fire, and she jumps into the water.
She answered the phone while she was in the water. I'm fucking impressed.
And you see that she had put put her phone in her mouth and closed her mouth.
God, she's got a big mouth.
Mind you,
Quickly,
it's a
you know.
small Nokia phone, but sure.
Oh, that too. Just, shake it off as I'm picking her up. Same way Artemis taught me.
She just shakes her head. It's gonna get you killed one day. You'll do it
That's
at
what I
the
keep
wrong
saying.
time.
Not this time. Little Kurt wink. Let's get you home.
Yeah.
I'm looking around, cabs, anything like that.
Oh, there's, I
On
mean,
the Uber.
I've already
everything's
ordered an Uber.
everything is
At this
kind of
point.
like sluggish and slow because everybody's either trying to get away from it or people are going trying to it.
I grab Gwen gently by the hand, pull her 2 blocks down, and order an Uber as we're walking.
She'll win as she's walking.
Yeah. I'll let her know I'm ordering an Uber so that she doesn't have to walk the whole way.
Okay.
As we're walking, I am going to slip into like a dark corner and drop Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Okay.
And like as soon as I'm not seen by anybody.
It's at this time Edward's gonna get a text from his sire.
Okay.
Are you with your code? Are you with your? She's like coterie ? Because she's not quite. Nothing's really solidified, so kind
Right.
of question.
James and Victoria are here, as is Gwen.
Sheriff Belladonna ?
Yes.
Yes.
Gonna fire a text to Artemis too.
She's alive ?
Yes. ...
Interesting. That's not the report we're receiving right now. Go ahead, James.
Sending a text to Artemis. Heading home. Rescued Gwen. Don't worry. Be happy. Smiley face. Sent.
You'll get another.
I'll text Ruby. We've got Gwen.
Okay, so Artemis,
'Cause
Ruby and Artemis simultaneously send text back. She's alive ?
yes. Send.
Unless this is a doppelganger. LOLY. Send.
Simultaneously, they'll say in their own words, that's not what we're being told.
Being told lies. Be careful. Send.
I take a selfie of me and Gwen and tell Gwen this is proof because they don't believe me, and I send it.
Gwen's like, don't ever do that again. That's bad.
I won't do it again. I won't do it again. They won't believe me that it's you.
Gwen's gonna be confused.
They say you're dead.
Gwen's even more confused.
Hey, Munchkin, you want to try to figure this one out?
Gwen will open up her phone.
Don't need to, really.
Say, I gotta step around a corner, and she's going to call.
She's gonna what?
She's calling.
Sense the unseen and heightened senses still up.
Oh yeah, she's literally just turning around a corner and calling.
Yeah, but I'm kind of with James. Let's keep an eye on her, just in case.
You get a text, Edward, saying, test the blood.
Yes, mistress.
Reminder, we are in an Uber with Immortal.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We have
Not
ordered the Uber.
Yeah,
We
okay.
ordered the Uber, but the motherfucker's running late because, you know, bad
Traffic.
driver.
Explosions.
And bad things.
Excuses.
Bad things to mediocre people.
What?
Alright.
If this was somebody using Mask of a Thousand Faces or other means, my Sense the Unseen would have picked it up.
Correct.
Right,
Okay.
same for mine.
Correct.
Okay.
You're
Just
saying
making sure.
Ed.
I wouldn't have, because it's shit.
Should have picked a better blood line.
I'm good with my blood sorcery, thank you.
Ooh.
I forgot, what were we talking about?
Hashtag burn.
Alright, so I'm going to
Was it her blood?
is she bleeding? So, like, does she have blood on her somewhere?
In her veins, yeah.
Fair
Not
enough.
in the wounds.
She was in the water.
Yeah, but when she got out, she still should have bled if she was holding herself or anything like that to, you know, cover
She
the
has.
pain.
She hasn't pulled out the shrapnel yet.
Okay.
She is not going to be happy.
Oh god, how many vampires will it take to keep down another vampire that can kill us all?
It's more than 3.
Yeah.
More than 3 fledglings at that.
So, what I will do then is
Maybe ask nicely?
I'm going to pull out a pocket knife and flip it open.
I'm watching.
Mind you, she's turned around in the corner on the phone.
Yes.
Ask permission.
Be polite.
I'm going to wait for like I'm turning the corner and then just standing back a bit so that she can see me.
She's pacing back and forth, speaking in Irish.
Yeah.
Got
And
my
then
gun.
hold Oh shit. No I don't. Oh well.
Whose jacket did she take? Nerdy's or mine?
Yours.
Damn. Okay, I was gonna hide my gun under my jacket. Just keeping it under my arm.
No, I don't have one handy. Okay. So, I'm going to hold a finger up, take the knife and prick it. May I?
She's like, she's kind of like this. And so she'll go like this. She'll be like, she'll point a knife, her finger, and be like,
They would like us to verify.
she'll go like this. And she'll say a couple more things, and then she'll hang up the phone. And then she'll go, not here.
Looking around. Any people looking up through windows?
She turns around, and between the two major buildings that they are in, she walks down the alley. Goes to one of the sewer covers, pops it open, and she gestures.
Does George have a number?
Huh?
Does George have a cell phone number?
No.
Clara has a cell
Alright.
phone number.
Yes. It's an old boost phone, but still. So she'll
Nokia.
jump in. She'll jump into the sewers.
I will follow her down.
As we jump
Holster
in, I'll
gun.
ask when do we want backup? Because I know a person.
Once she get
Potentially soon.
if you all come down, she's gonna go and pull the crate down. the cover.
The manhole cover. I'll probably do that if I'm the last one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll look to Edward, and she'll take a deep breath, and she'll say, your results are going to give you something that most people will believe is false. I'm going to tell you now, and I want you to swear to me, and I will offer you a minor boon if you will verify it's me, but do not give out the true result.
Were you adopted?
Me and Mystic get to be confused because we don't remember.
Were you adopted?
I look at him. That's not how this works. Have you been paying attention?
I forgot, okay?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You always forget.
I'm only interested in verifying. It doesn't matter what the rest shows.
She'll pull her hand up, and she'll pull back the, like, almost rotted, torn clothes. She'll take a finger and it'll grow a little nail, and she'll slit her wrist a little bit and offer it to him. And she'll simply say, I'm Gwen Belladonna, Clan Turbruha.
Okay. I will take a bit.
Blood results say not the father.
You are not the daddy! Thank you.
What does he do?
Thank you for being on the Judy Van Ness show.
Sorry.
Alright, let me... Cool, it's free. Okay, so it says on the thing that I have 3 successes.
You will be able to verify that not only is she a Turbruha, you can actually know that her generation is 8. And that she's been around for close to about 250, almost 300 years.
Okay.
And that she is who she is saying she is.
Okay.
I'm muting now.
I will, I will relay to Morgan that, blood test is positive. Gwen is Gwen.
You'll get a response back. Thank you for verification. Let her know the prince wants to speak to her immediately. We have a breach.
Yeah. The prince wants to speak to you immediately. Apparently there's been a breach.
She nods at that and I said, expected. Can I keep my secret safe with the 3 of you?
You mean the one of me? I've not told them other than...
You just said the rest of it all in front of them. Yeah. And you just verified I am... You verified that I am...
True Bluha.
Wait, is she part of Eiffel 65? Does that mean she's part of Eiffel 65?
She's bleeding. She bleeds red. She's not blue, ma'am.
Okay. No, we can keep the secret.
Did I say out loud the rest of it?
No, but she said she was Turbruha.
I swear on the title that you will give me something.
I just want to make sure that I will give you a boon that you will never reveal. If she's saying this exactly to Edward because he knows for a fact, without a fucking doubt. She's just making you sure. She can wipe your 2 minds anytime.
I put up my pinky. Because I'm dead serious when it comes to Pinky Swears.
I'm almost out of willpower, so I can't risk remembering this.
She'll Pinky swear with Victoria. She just looks to Edward. Are we good?
We are good. I have no intention of revealing anything.
I appreciate that. There are people that want me killed for what I am. And I kind of risk you knowing and you gonna use it over me.
As I said, I have no intention of doing so.
Fine. And she goes, the breach, I have a feeling, is those 3 damn people wanting my job.
What would give you that idea?
Oh, the stupid ass thing of having the Sombra come into the Camarilla? I don't know.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm, what is that? We were...
I go to gently hug her again.
We're gonna have to figure it out. Can I ask you 3 to help me?
Of course. We wouldn't be where we are now without your help.
And she nods it. She goes, Edward, I got a list for you.
Check in twice.
Okay.
And what she'll do is she'll pull out her phone, open it up really quick, and hit send. And in your email on your phone will pop up a list of about 10 different councilmen and aldermen that she believes that are in faction with the 3 individuals she's just mentioned. And she's going to say they're either tied into the church, they're tied in by family blood, or they're tied in with just dirty money.
Interesting.
And she's going to say my family will be pulled up into this too. The Belladonnas of the South Side are a well-known Italian-Irish family. And they're gonna...
Her last name's Belladonna. It's weird. It's still weird for me.
She smiles.
Wait, are we related?
No.
You were adopted.
The family, your family, splintered off a long time ago.
I'm assuming you looked into that, so I'm gonna just take it.
She's gonna look to Edward and say, there's a lot of leads, there's a lot of people, there's not a lot of time.
Understood. I will get to working on this.
Several of these people have the mayor's ear, and several of these people, if we could gently, I don't know, say bring them down, and maybe substitute you in your place, you could probably get close.
To that.
You could probably get closer not only to the mayor on this, but you could also turn around and maybe get closer to a bit more power in Chicago, which I'm sure you wouldn't want to turn down.
No, I would not.
So, what you doing for the next week?
Well, from the looks of things, I have some new friends to make.
I can introduce you to some of their staffers that I may or may not already have contact with.
Okay. Well, for the time being at least, let's get... Is it safe to assume then that you are going to be hunted?
It's safe to assume that I might have a target on my back.
Then we should probably continue moving.
Oh, I agree. And so she'll start walking, but she's going to start walking. You're going to hear more water. So she's walking towards the lake in the sewers.
Yeah. So she's heading southeast?
No, east.
Just flat east.
Flat east. East, you go towards water. Look at your map.
Yeah. Towards the Elysium 2 offices.
I want to test Clara asking if she's okay.
You'll, about 5 minutes later, you'll get a Swedish answer, and then a broken English answer of, yeah, water is starting to flood some of the sewers. We are taking means to get to better ground. You're muted.
You're muted.
Would I have learned how to say "I'm glad you're okay" in Swedish by now?
I'd say maybe glad okay is probably what you've... Yeah, you're muted.
I said that in Swedish.
Okay.
I haven't pushed to talk his TV.
Yeah.
And also in English, put "I'm trying to."
She'll actually respond back in broken English. You okay? Is Coterie okay?
Yes. Send.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Gwen is leading all three of you in the sewers to the east, and then she's going to make a hard cut north. You're going to notice that the sewers in this part of town are clean, sort of. It's like the usually the round part of it. It's all kind of like somewhat clean, but the water is kind of mucky and dank. But it's kind of like you're walking through like beach water, kind of like that, because there's sand and such like that as well. And there might be a little bits of garbage and whatnot, but it's not too bad. Unlike if you were down in the older parts of the city where it's a lot grosser. It looks like they actually maintain this part in the Gold Coast, and you can actually tell the difference.
Mm.
Is there any conversations you want to have while we're traveling?
I am going to offer the mini UV flashlight that I pocketed to Gwen up in the front.
She'll take it. No, one she turns and
Don't turn it on.
No.
It's the one you gave me.
She'll turn it so that her hand is holding it, and you'll see her lift up these covers. So it's kind of like a mini shield around it, and she'll turn it on. And it's like the first time that you guys have seen sun in months. But it's facing that way, so it's not hurting you per se. But at least your eyes are getting a little bit like, ooh, it's a little bright, but we're going to keep going a little. It's going to hurt your eyes a bit, but it's not going to be like, oh, dear God, I just put the sun right onto your eyes and whatnot.
I'm dropping heightened senses.
Probably a good idea.
I imagine Nerdy's probably going to once she hits her push to talk.
I didn't have heightened senses, but there's a tear of blood.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And then Edward had heightened senses on. Are you dropping him or no?
He did not.
Oh,
I had
yeah, you
Sense the
did.
Unseen.
Oh, okay.
We did sense the unseen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping sense.
I did Sense the Unseen, and it failed miserably.
Oh, that's
so
right. I forgot.
dropped it
Sorry.
long ago.
So it's going to take a little bit to the point where you guys are finally to, I don't know, just before you see another ladder, and she's going to turn it off, and she's going to go. And so she's going to climb up the stair, up the thing, open it up, and you're literally right behind your apartment building.
That we were going to get you to the prince.
Good.
She smiles. She goes, "You are."
Fire text to Artemis. Where is meeting? ? Send.
Wait a little bit. I have to look at the map. Because maps, they're fun. She'll reply back, one of the major places in Magmile, and she's going to write, And I have to remember Bloomingdale's penthouse. And you guys are literally like right down the street from
We're
that.
going to a department store?
That's what I was thinking.
900 North Mid. Oh, hold on. I got you on this.
So
We're teasing.
I know.
No. I gotcha. So it's just northwest of us, near where Ed Sire lives, because hoity-toity, right?
Actually, it's a little west, like 2 blocks.
Oh.
This
Offer the escort.
This actually is kind of near and dear to my heart because my dad actually built this.
Let's burn it to the ground.
Motherfucker. Her name's not Coco. Not my dojo.
Oprah might be a little bit pissed she has a penthouse there.
Yeah, she doesn't matter.
There you go. That's where you're going.
No, it doesn't say Bloomingdales.com though.
Yeah, but they know it is Bloomingdale's. And she's gonna literally start walking on one side of the street, hugging the coat now because we're walking through a thick of people.
Yeah.
And once you get to the skyscraper, it's
Would this be a good use for Daunt so that people kind of move out of the way?
Yeah, if you're in the front.
Yeah.
Would she have stopped the flashlight once we got above ground? I would like to activate Daunt, which is free.
Okay, fair enough. So then you take the lead.
4 foot nothing. Looks menacing as fuck. Taking the lead.
And so,
like a hobbit
Just
that has
imagine that
fangs.
4-foot person with purple and pink hair.
Move, bitches.
She is the Brute Squad.
So what she'll do is Gwen lets her take the lead, and then she's going to actually let James and Edward go before her.
Nope.
Yep.
Always in the flank.
No.
Nope.
She's letting you two do it because she's making you two look like her bodyguards.
Then she would have one behind her and 2 in front of her.
Yeah.
Still stand behind.
And Gwen just kind of falls behind just a bit. And she's going. It's just she's in a bit of pain and it's starting to kick in.
I'm moving her pace.
So when you guys get there, you're only walking literally like 2 blocks. And the main entrance to the place is this huge ass a revolving door. Flanked by 2 smaller doors that open and close.
Open one of the doors.
Aww. Okay, so then I'm assuming everyone's going in?
Yes.
Eyes open behind me. Watching.
Now, mind you, Edward, people might see you and recognize you. You're going into a high profile store.
This is true.
Okay.
But there's nothing untoward about going into a... Has the store closed?
Yes, it closes at 7 p.m. So it's been about an hour and a half after close.
That is gonna be awkward then.
Well, being you're going to the main part of it because you need to go to... You have to start either flash something to get through the security. What are we doing?
Should have taken entrancement, motherfucker.
Say what?
I was fading between entrancement and blink, and I didn't take either.
Security, have they noticed us yet?
Well, when you guys first walk in, people will start to look over.
Yeah.
She has Daunt, though, so nobody's
She
looking.
She has Daunt, but they have...
They're looking, but they're intimidated. I'll drop Daunt as soon as we're out of the main part of the crowd.
Okay.
That's just so that we can get through so that she doesn't get jostled as much.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it again.
I'm just thinking that... it's fine. There's a private function. These things happen all the time.
Gonna pop mask again.
Alright.
I hope I don't get hungrier.
Now, here's the thing. I need Edward to do wits plus politics.
Oh, I can do the crap out of that.
Yes.
I'm assuredly thinking you can.
Blam.
5.
5. Well,
5.
not only do you know the manager of this store or this building, but you know the party planner and the marketing director. And I'm sure you could turn around and do a couple of name drops to these guys saying that you're bringing in people that consult and that you are doing a private function for the city and that you can definitely work your way through.
That is my intent, is to just... No. We are supposed to be here. You are not supposed to question us. Carry on.
Okay, and then are you doing any dominate to this or no?
Let's see. No, because the only dominate that I have is compel, and that wouldn't really work too well, because I'm not trying to get them to do something that would work for.
Yes.
Mask makes me look like I belong in this place.
Okay, that's fine. I'm talking about the other 3 people that are there. You're covered.
You're with me.
Okay. So do you say that to the cop? Or do you say that to the security?
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Okay. You guys can walk on through. Security does look at you guys and kind of like eyes you all, but they will let you through.
I look like I'm supposed to be there because that's half the battle right there.
I literally look like I'm supposed to be there.
One of the guys will actually address and say hello to Edward as Mr. Beale. Yes, he needs coffee.
Do I recognize him?
You would have seen him at one of your other functions in the building that might have either been a detail that you had to have or a handler.
Okay. If I recognize who this guy is, then I'm going to, greet him by name and, oh, it's so good to see you. How's your family doing, etc., etc.
Oh, he'll get all excited and be like, oh, wow. Very great. They're doing well.
Because I'm sure it's been months since I would have last seen this guy.
And he remembers you left him a big fat tip.
Exactly.
So he would have been like, they're great. Thank you so much. I really appreciated it. You know, and he goes on and on and on until you either break away or James gently pulls you away.
Yeah, it is. We'll have to catch up later. I have other things that I need to attend.
Yeah. No problem. But thanks. It's so good to see you again. You have a nice night.
You too.
And Gwen's just like, oh God, please. Let me just get to the fucking elevators.
Just hit the button. Which floor?
Gwen just looks at him and goes, penthouse.
Hands. And just hit up.
And so Gwen's gonna sit down on the floor and just be like, kind of just letting it all soak in. You're gonna start to see some blood slowly coming from her back because of all the walking. Because of all the walking, all the moving, some of the shrapnel has been jostled. Can't hear you, nerdy. You're on push to talk.
Sorry, Gwen. I tried to keep people from hitting you.
She just
$1 million question.
$1 million answer.
So vampires can lick wounds that they cause. What about licking shrapnel wounds?
She has to do Ralph checks to heal it if it's aggravated.
She's got
damage or
aggravated damage.
superficial.
Okay, so it's not a matter of a bunch of vampires getting kinky and licking her back and just killing that shit.
It's
Okay.
2 rouse checks for every point aggravated.
Oof. Okay.
Doesn't work that way. Yeah.
I was hoping that you.
We are not having a lick fest.
Tastes like true Bruja. No.
Yes, this is not finger licking Bruja.
Sorry, carry on.
Okay. So, soon you guys will get there and the ding of the doors open. And you'll see Gwen flip mentally. She'll stand up. Do this. She'll take the coat off, hand it back to James. James will see there's no blood on it or in it.
Victoria will take a deep breath and try to center herself.
And she just goes, let's go find out what these bad bitches want from all of us. And she'll just out of the elevator.
Right
I will
behind her.
follow.
Eyes up. Flashlight. Palmed in pocket.
Okay, Edward?
Take this opportunity to stab everyone in the back. Blah!
Oh shit. He was the bad guy all along. I knew it was the butler.
I am very much joking. Little did you realize I was Samiti the entire time.
Oh!
Wait, no, then that's who I go to get tattoos.
Oh my god.
No, I follow along. Hunting the crowd, or searching the crowd for, well, not the crowd, but once there is a crowd.
When the doors open, yeah, once you go and the floor itself, you see 4 main doors. The one door has a couple of people around it. There's another door where there's people outside, but they're talking because they're freaking out about the explosions, and you guys can see them from the upper windows. She rolls her shoulders and she goes towards the third door, which has nobody around it. And she just knocks. And once the door opens, she gestures for all of you to go in. When you guys walk in, that's where you're going to see a shit ton of vampires. I mean, a shit ton of kindred.
I will take another very deep breath.
This is like mini Elysium. So remember the crowd, and remember when they were doing all the introductions to the prince? Yeah, well, take that crowd and add another 20 to 30 people on that.
Oh, wow.
So there's about 60 to 70 people in this main part of her penthouse. And they're all talking in whispers and everything, and the moment that all 4 of you come in, the whispers and talking stop, and they all look towards you guys.
Well, I guess let's do this.
Leroy Jenkins.
So, did you hear all of that, or no?
I missed 80% of it.
Okay, so you go upstairs. There's some people outside, different penthouses. Gwen goes to the one door that doesn't have anyone in it. She knocks on the door. She's let in. You 3 follow her in. There's about 3.
Making note of it.
You walk in, there's about 60 to 70 vampires in the main part of this penthouse, and they're all chattering and chit-chatting, and the moment that you guys walk in, dead silence.
Bangy grin.
Of
I
course.
just deep breath and nod.
Gwen.
And follow Gwen.
Now, mind you, there are different vampires from different clans. I mean, you can see the Nosferatu.
I look
They're
for
all...
Ruby.
Ruby is not in this room.
Artemis?
You guys walk to a main door, where the door then opens up, and it opens up 2 doors. And there is a very long table. All 3 of your sires are there. as well as the rest of the Primogen Council, the Prince, and one of the 3 Scourges.
As soon as we walk in the room, I curtsy.
Give a forward bow.
I stayed like in the lower bit of the curtsy until I'm told to rise.
We are here as summoned.
Gwen just kind of gives a bow, looks towards the prince. The prince is completely shocked. Half the Primogen Council is
Bangy grin.
Ruby and Artemis. Ruby and Artemis are kind of like holding each other's hands, like.
Oh shit.
I rise from the curtsy because no one's saying anything.
And Edward Sire is sitting there as expected, like, look at what my wonderful fledgling did. Isn't he the best Tremere ever?
I am.
Gwen comes back from her thing, looks at everyone, looks right at the prince.
What's the reaction of the Scourge?
Scourge just looks straight ahead. It's almost like a pure poker face. If you want to actually know what they're doing, I need wits plus awareness.
Wits
I am
plus
not going to roll that because I did not think to look at.
I was
this
thinking
where
about
I
it.
was curtsying.
I was thinking about looking at everyone's reactions.
Go.
As
I want wits and awareness then if you are looking at anyone's reaction.
I have 1 success.
You see them having a poker face, like as in they're keeping their own counsel at the moment. They're trying to keep themselves as non-reactionary as possible.
You might not be able to see it.
I can't see it. Is that a 6? Yeah.
6.
Well, never played poker with James.
Christmas.
Never played poker with James. James can pretty much sense that the prince is, okay. Prince, he gets, right. The prince is being given, different, accounts, and now she's shocked because, here it is. Here's the results. The Scourge is pissed as hell, but is trying not to convey that. Half the Primogen Council is shocked, awes, and thinking, what a party trick. Your sire and Ruby sire are like, they're safe, they're okay, oh fuck, they're with the sheriff, but this has to be a good thing, let's hope. And Edward sire is smiling, going, yes, that's my fledgling, he did exactly what he was supposed to, well done, he gets a cookie afterwards.
Yay!
I want a cookie.
Well, then maybe you should have been a better child.
Look, we brought the sheriff to the prince. I kept the sheriff from getting jostled
Are you
around
guys
by
doing this
mortal.
in character?
No.
No.
Okay, because I would put my hands on both your mouths. I had to make sure.
So Gwen...
I'm just glad we both said no.
Pulls out her phone. Walks over to the prince, gives another bow. Pulls up several pictures, puts it in front of her, and looks to the Scourge.
It looks what?
To the Scourge.
Eyes on the Scourge, hand on flashlight in pocket.
Prince looks down at the phone. And looks to the Scourge, then to the phone. Looks over to Edward Sire. She asks Edward Sire if she has confirmation this is Gwen. Edward Sire looks to Edward. Confirmation?
I have tested it myself. This is Gwen.
The prince looks over to Edward. She hasn't gone out of your sight since you've done this, yeah?
Not once.
No, not since I tested her.
And she looks to the Scourge and asks the Scourge how this is possible. The Scourge then is kind of shaken like, this is what we saw. This is what happened.
Actually retelling events, or just saying that was what we saw. That was what happened.
That's what.
Or retelling.
No, they're not retelling. They're just saying that's what we saw. So then the prince will look to Edward. How good are you of knowing who tells truth? Have you learned that one yet?
He's about to.
I think that was a glitch on my part. All of that was robotic.
Yes, it was.
I just heard a
Yeah, that's all we heard.
Well, you were thinking about it.
And then all of a sudden he did this Mr. Robotic, like, really quick move dance.
He celerity'd.
Yes, he did.
So, as I was about to say, I am sure there are others who are better than I am, but I am fairly confident in my reading.
No, she's like, she paused for a minute, she goes, I want you to, and then she gestures to the skirt, she goes, I want you to test them to say that they are telling the truth to me about this event.
Hand on flashlight even tighter.
Of course, my prince.
And she'll look to the scourge. Blood.
I want to be like that small cylindrical thing that we were looking at 2 weeks ago, and my hand completely collapsed down.
I don't remember. Enlighten, remind.
I will enlighten.
Yeah.
You want to be an egg.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time. So what will happen is Gwen walks over to the scourge. Mind you, Gwen's in serious pain, but she's pushing through this. Understood. And she will gesture to Edward. And slowly and carefully.
Coming over.
No. Slowly, and the scourge kind of like slinks their way. It's not like they're really walking. They're using the shadows and the darkness of the room to glide their way to you.
Interesting.
And then slowly they'll offer you their wrist.
No, I'm not gonna drain them dry. That would be a horrific idea right now.
Well, yeah, and for the prince, yeah. Yeah.
But that is 4 successes.
At what hunger do I need to be concerned? Okay, not there yet. We're good.
So, your results from her telling the scourge telling the truth is that the scourge saw what they thought they saw. However, they are holding significant information back of the event, as if they knew the planning of it, they knew the execution, but they didn't see the whole thing come out. But they weren't the one planning it. They weren't the one dealing with it. It was, they were told that this was to be a thing possible, and that it was based on an anarch situation, not sheriff. It's just convenient that the sheriff went to go check.
Okay. I will relay to the prince then that their report is accurate as far as it goes, but incomplete.
The prince is going to look between the two of you. And she's going to look to Edward and going, incomplete as in execution, or incomplete as in not party to?
Incomplete as in something of what they have left something out of their report. I don't know what, but they have left it out.
The Scourge is going to spin on their heel really quick and say, we don't have the... And it's in an Italian voice. Italian accent. And they're going to say that they don't have all the information yet. Hence, the incomplete report.
Prince wasn't talking to the Scourge. Prince was talking to Edward.
How would it know if it wasn't there? I'm actually going to say this out loud.
The Prince is going to look right to James.
My apologies, my prince.
What did you say?
How would this Scourge know if it wasn't there?
The Scourge is going to be like, how do you know? Were you there?
I'm an emotion. Clearly, someone's in the wrong. And I motion towards Gwyn. She's still living.
I didn't investigate yet.
Why report to the prince if there's no information to report?
I reported to the Prince because I was called here. You don't not.
You don't say no to the prince.
And you come here with any information you have, even if that means you have to drop the investigation until you are reported to go out and investigate.
So that explains the others that went to the scene.
Scourge nods and says, you have a lot to learn. And then they'll look. The Prince will nod and say, keen mind, yeah. How would you investigate this?
Start with the facts. The sheriff just lost 5 deputies. And as I hear, vampire politics are much less like human politics. The only way to move up is to remove people from their positions.
There's an ad.
I would focus on the dissension within the rank before reporting.
Bold word. Is there a dissension into ranks I don't know about? And she'll look to James. Is there anything that you know that's the council or I don't know?
Nothing concrete.
Be wary about that.
I will.
Otherwise, you might get some people very upset with you.
I hear life is short when you're trying to do the right thing.
But if you come with all the facts, life could be a bit longer.
I didn't hear. So...
But if you come with all the facts, life can be a bit longer.
I understand. Thank you. And just gonna slink a little bit closer to the wall, take a look at the Scourge, see the reaction.
The Prince is looking at all of you at the moment.
Ruh-roh.
At the sheriff, at the Scourge, at Edward, at James. Trying to think for a moment.
So glad I've stayed quiet.
Are you still in that curtsy?
No, I rose from the curtsy when no one said anything. I probably would have stayed in about 45 seconds.
Oh, that would have been great, though, if you were.
That would have been weird.
It would have been weird, yeah.
The Prince will look to the Scourge and say, you have 48 hours. If you don't give me the information I need, and if Edward can't verify you're telling me the truth, we'll have words. The Scourge nods, slowly, gives a bow, turns to stand, and as they turn to walk out the room, they knock into Edward's shoulder. Kind of like a thing.
Yeah.
But they put more power into it, so you're looking at somebody hitting you with, I don't know, a wall. Before they walk out.
Be sure not to trip.
There's a
Out of character. Damn.
Don't do that to me. I will turn around and do shit.
I know. I realize
We've
I
learned
should
that.
probably verify.
Yeah. Like
I realized I should
what?
probably verify. I forgot for a second. I was just like, oh. Fuck. Oh. Glad I verified.
Uh-huh. Because otherwise tendrils would have been coming towards you.
Yeah.
Who wants to hang up the balcony?
That knock into pieces.
So, the princess is going to look over to Edward. And she's going to let him know that if he hasn't heard from the Scourge in 48 hours, to call her directly. And she will give her assistant's phone number to Edward. And she's going to then turn around and look to James and say, I want you to work with Gwen and work with James to get this sorted out in 48 hours.
I understand.
Then she'll look over to Victoria. And she's gonna look over to Victoria and tell Victoria to make sure that these two stay alive for the next 48 hours.
Yes.
It's gonna suck for you.
Yes, for you.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I know, that's the problem.
And then she's gonna turn around and dismiss the three of you, thanking you for coming in here with Gwen.
I will curtsy again, but not hold it for 45 seconds.
Oh,
It's a
good.
quick curtsy.
Half bow. I'm gonna look over to Artemis, give a wink, half fang grin, turn.
I'll look to Ruby as I get up from curtsy.
And both of them are kind of like now calmed down a bit more as things are calming down. And they both give you the smile and a nod, and they'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
My ass is
Oh, yeah.
grass.
Edward actually gets a nice deep bow from his sire, and she'll quietly text him saying she will talk to him later about helping him with all the rituals. And that he would have to, in 48 hours, actually, in 40 hours, he should be reporting to her home. Or beginning of that last night. And that things will be ready for him to prepare the ritual, and he will do that at her home.
Yes, ma'am.
And she'll also say, she'll gently encourage as much as she can and say, don't worry, you'll work through this, fine. Don't overthink it. It's a very simple thing we have to do.
Once we get into the room with all 70 of the other vampires, I'm gonna crack a joke. I'm using performance comedy. What's a man gotta do to get a bite in here?
Oh my god, do charisma versus persuasion.
Oh, wouldn't it be performance since it's comedy?
Sure, if you want to do performance. Charisma plus performance then.
Charisma plus performance.
Okay, and by the way, you guys will be gently ushered out before the door closes.
3 successes.
Oh god.
All 3 die came up aces.
I would like to roll for facepalm.
Sure!
What do I roll for facepalm?
Strength plus brawl, and make sure you add your hunger die. You're about to punch yourself in the face with a fucking messy crit.
Charisma and performance. Let's just keep this. Oh my god.
Ooh. 4 for charisma, another 3 for performance.
You're going up against a Toreador.
Oh god.
That'll be 5 successes.
Yeah, you facepalm successfully.
Yes, you do it in such a way that it's not okay. So as they come out, and James does his joke, he gets a couple of laughs, a couple of giggles, and maybe somebody turns around and floats him a glass of some kind of reddish liquid. And then, as Victoria turns around to facepalm, she does it in such an elegant and beautiful way that actually people take notice. They actually start to go, who is she? And then you get a couple of the harpies starting to go, isn't that Ruby's child? And people start to whisper your name throughout all of the main floor and start to talk about you. And then...
Rose, I'm doing the Rose thing.
Elegant face slap.
Pretty much.
Elegant face slap.
It'll be known as the Victorian palm.
Ah.
Thank you for
Like
the
I
host.
said, that's what I was built for.
Oh my god.
And
Am I doing it right? Is this like the Tim Tebow Victorian face palm?
And you'll have, and as you guys, are you guys going to be walking out, or are you staying here? What are you guys doing?
Stand by. Till Gwen gets out.
That could be a while.
Doing
But you
now.
are supposed to work with her. I will stay with James because I'm supposed to keep him alive.
Ed, what you doing?
Unless Ed has other plans.
I was planning to head back to the sanctum so that I can start playing with the books.
I'm supposed to keep you alive
But
too.
then it occurs to me that I should probably not be playing with.
I'm amongst 70 other friends here. Toothy grin. If you wanted to go, it'll be fine. No one's gonna do anything stupid with the prince right around the corner.
Actually, you'll
Don't
start.
count on that.
People will start to come over and start introducing themselves to you, and talk, and kind of like saying, "Hi, I'm Chuck from Brewhod."
State Farm.
Yeah. So people are going to start talking to each one of you. Random NPCs, they'll introduce themselves and kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just talked to the prince. What's everything going on?
I will graciously meet each one of them. This is what I'm built for.
You're in your element now.
She's not wrong. Edward and James, what y'all doing?
I am cracking jokes, introducing myself as necessary. When I drink that fluid that was offered to me, do I take one hunger off?
Yes.
Yes! Okay, just checking. And, just generally being a cop humor kind of guy. So kind of on the darker side, but...
Give me another roll for charisma and performance. Edward, what are you doing?
Not exactly working the room, but kind of working the room. Oh, that's a thing.
3 successes.
Okay, you are doing some decent cop humor. That is slightly dark, and people are chuckling and starting to kind of like warm themselves up to you. Are you going to be doing any kind of schmoozing, Edward?
Thanks, Robert.
Yes. That's, I'm not going to say I'm as good at it as Nerdy is, but I can schmooze.
Okay, I want...
I would be a very poor politician if I couldn't schmooze.
I want charisma and persuasion, please. You come here to look for...
Do I also need to roll that?
Work for the Vams. I stay for the State Farm references.
Or would mine be performance because Tori?
You're doing charisma and performance. Hey, you did 4? Oh, you're schmoozing.
We're all doing it good.
Actually, there are some Ventru that come up to you, and they want to they introduce themselves, and they have contacts within the city office, mayor's office, and they kind of want to work with you on some projects.
These things could be arranged. Do they mention any of the names that Gwen mentioned?
Some. I mean, they either have them, they know of them, they have some dealings with them, but the list of the politicians that you received from Gwen, these guys they do the racket. So they deal with all sorts of savory people and unsavory. But some of them you'll find out that maybe you know, a couple of those guys could be ghouls for a couple of the not so favorite guys, or maybe they have ties in with other sorts of people that you're trying to get a hold of for, you know, your occult and for your library building. So there are connections within connections that you're discovering during all of this.
Gotcha.
And Victoria literally is in her element. This is the thing where she is not just striving for, but somebody to... Yes, it does, Robert. Trust me. You're literally watching her as if you were watching her stream, and it's literally crowded with so many people. So many people are wanting to be around her and talk to her and be influenced by her and try to understand. She is
secretly mortified.
Notice there are no tables for her to hide underneath.
But she is doing it because she knows it'll make Ruby proud, and that Ruby will hear about how she did how she was supposed to with the big group.
And well, that, and also there are harpies that are around you, talking to you,
yes,
and whispering in and out of your ear, influences and such. And that's tying in with James's jokes, because people are moving either from Edward to Victoria to James, or James to Victoria and to Edward, and it's this constant circle between the three of you.
I wonder how many more jokes I can come up with. I'm going to start shifting the conversation more towards fine art and, you know, stock market and things of a more professional nature as necessary.
Okay, with that, then you're going to get more either a Toreador or a Ventrue fix with you. Edward is pretty much between a Toreador and Ventrue fix at the moment. And
yeah, I just read the room is what I'm going to do is just, you know, as people are around, like I'm cracking jokes, maybe jump into something a little bit more serious briefly, back and forth, just ebb and flow, trying to read whoever's interacting with me at that time.
Are there any specific, is there any conversations you need to have with any vampire specifically? I mean, these are movers and shakers. These are people either not exactly in the court, but they're like... Well known, they're retainers, things like that.
Stick around the harpies because they are going to be the ones in the know.
Okay.
I'll jack of all trades at whoever's around, whatever's around. Entertainment, anybody that looks like my direction, or knowing glances from all around the room if anybody's watching specifically.
And then mine, I am basically planning to be with mostly the people that are connected to the mayor's office. The movers and the shakers there. So largely the Ventrue, I think.
You're going to have two Ventrue. Charles and Jonathan. And they're going to be well known within the mayor's office. And they've been doing this for quite some time. And what they're going to basically say is they kind of have a handle on the mayor's office. But they can't touch the mayor because the mayor is not available to Ghoul.
Meaning someone already else has, or...
Yes.
Interesting. Ooh.
They'll all look to the door.
Of course.
But they will say that they could turn around and help you with other means to gaining power, if you would like to work with them.
Muted nerdy.
Yes, very much. I am surprised it was that quick. I didn't think the prince... I thought the prince was only recently arrived.
No, she recently
returned.
Recently returned from a 4-week absence.
Ah, okay.
sense is made. I apologize. I, the player, apologize.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I thought it was
Yeah.
there was no prince, and hey, look, now we have a prince.
Yeah, no. She's been the prince.
Player,
Yes.
apologize for nothing.
No, the prince has been the prince for the past 30, 40 years.
Fair enough.
Before I was in diapers.
So with Edward, he's going to have a couple events you're talking to him. For James, if he goes with fine art or the business manners,
Ebb and flow.
You're going to have
comedy here and there.
Right.
Entertaining things, experiences as a officer in the force, maybe some stories of elegance of some of the more finer takedowns.
Okay.
That might have been seen.
You might get a couple of Brujah to come around you and talk to you too. A couple of Nos will actually come over to talk to you about information.
I'm keen on this.
And you might see George going in between all of this.
If I see him at any point, I give a nod and continue whatever conversations.
Oh, he'll nod back. With Victoria, if you're hanging around the Harpies, you're going to hear a lot of information. You're going to hear a lot of, as the booms happened, the council brought in an emergency mode. They had already kind of they had their big council meeting 2 weeks prior. Why are they coming in now? Then it was rumored all of a sudden that the Lasombra scourge had appeared and was claiming that the sheriff was dead, according to reports. But the moment that you guys called and countered those reports, there was a massive stir within the council chambers, and the doors were closed.
Ooh.
It wasn't until you guys came in that the doors were allowed to be open again. And there were several shouting voices, but nobody could really make out all the particulars.
Which is bullshit. We're all vampires.
So.
Sorry. OOC.
So what happened is that they're all amazed and shocked that 3 fledglings turned around and came in with the sheriff, which is almost unheard of. And how the hell did you guys save and protect the sheriff? And they're all now questioning.
I resist the urge to just go, magic.
No, that's Edward's job.
And I try to vaguely answer questions without too much detail.
This moron charges head first and finds a sheriff.
Basically try to avoid just saying that.
Fair enough. Now, during all of this talk and all the things that are going on, slowly the doors to the council chamber open. Everyone just stops what they're doing and looks at the doors. Gwen comes out, basically dressed in a decent t-shirt, slacks, boots, and has her own leather jacket on. Rolls her arms back, and she walks out, and the doors close again. And she just starts to head towards the door. She sees you 3 talking to people. She's not gonna interrupt you, so she's gonna start walking to the door.
I'm gonna politely disengage. And business from the prince, if you'll excuse me, and follow.
And there's several murmurs after you leave.
I'm sure.
Edward and Victoria?
I will go, and that is my cue to leave. Thank you for your conversations.
And of course, all the hubbies like, but we have more to talk about.
I know. We'll get together later.
Oh my god,
I
promise.
on Instagram. It'll be fine.
You promised? We have to talk to him more. Okay. Edward?
They can wait for... No.
Savage.
Shut sheriff.
And they already fried the deputies.
They burned.
I am absolutely
fried the deputies.
Going to go along as well.
F for respects.
So we're gonna teach ASL real quick. This is F. in American Sign Language.
I know.
Just
Not
say it for
okay.
your, chat.
Not okay. It's F.
This is A-OK. This is F.
So
F A-OK.
F is directly at you. A-OK is sideways. Closer to body. So F is you expand out. A-OK is closer to your
or
body.
you do A.
Horizontal.
Okay.
No, or you do A-OK.
That takes too much time and effort.
Yeah.
So then, what those venture that you were talking to, they'll be like, "Oh my god, here," and they'll give you'll get like at least 5 or 6 business cards. Wanting contact, you do, Edward.
Hooray!
Hooray! You get more contacts. So Gwen will get to the doors and just open them up and kind of let them close. She doesn't realize that you're following her. And so she'll go to the door, she'll go to the elevator and just kind of lean her head in it.
Open and follow.
I will gently touch her arm when I get to her.
She'll stuff it up and look down. What the hell you guys doing? You guys were doing fine out there. You don't have to follow. What you doing all?
We got work to do.
I'm supposed to stay with them and keep them alive.
Where's Ed?
Oh, he should be... Oh, there he is.
Got you.
He snuck up on us.
I got you a present, Ed.
It's a book.
Magic book?
It's a magic book.
No, the door's open, and she'll walk into the empty elevator. She'll wait for you guys all to come in.
Yep. Hold the elevator door, follow in.
She'll push down for basement and let the doors close. And when they do, she'll turn and go into her coat pocket and pull out 3 vials of blood and hand them to Edward.
Prince's blood?
No.
Lasombra blood.
Yes.
To the ass grin.
Not the one he tested.
Oh, we're gonna burn those bitches to the ground.
Wait.
The Scourge has underlings under her. I pinned those fuckers down and blood them.
So, the Scourge is working with the Lasombra?
The Scourge is Lasombra.
Oh.
So the Prince's Hellhounds are the Scourge. Those tendril, shadowy-looking motherfuckers.
Right.
She let the
Right, they are
Lasombra
the
in
Scourge.
just recently.
Ah, okay.
They're using their powers to be part of the Scourge and the Hounds. Which I'm supposed to be turning around. Ooh, that's nice.
Shiny.
Which I'm the one who's supposed to be directing them, but they don't think that I can handle the job as a sheriff. So they're trying to, shall we say, get themselves a promotion by putting me 6 feet under.
Well, let's see if we can avoid that, shall we?
I'm totally for it. That would be best.
I was about to say, you're for them putting you in the ground?
No. For keeping them from putting her
Yeah.
in the ground.
Uh,
For a politician, you don't pick up on social cues.
I'm being sarcastic.
It's okay.
Oh! Cop humor.
Book is just trying to be Book. He's good.
So while we're giving out gifts, I pulled
Apparently your nickname is Book now. I've heard it from a...
Does he know? Yeah, your nickname's Book.
I heard it
He's
from
the
a
crazy one.
pulling the flashlight, offering it to Ed. UV flashlight, in case the Scourge comes after you.
Can I get one of those too?
Fine.
Back at the apartment.
Noted.
I only brought one. Didn't think that far ahead.
I finally put my bow staff back in my pocket.
Yeah.
Because I was holding a collapsible bow staff in my hand.
In front of the prince, that was really entertaining.
It wasn't actually extended, it was just... yeah.
No. I was there, you're fine.
I know.
Good call,
I
Munchkin.
just had to clarify.
Good call, Munchkin.
So while I was out, did you guys all have fun yesterday?
It was a good time. Nobody died.
That's good.
It was interesting.
Define interesting.
We met interesting people. How's that?
Oh, we can go into more detail. We're amongst a friend.
I mean,
Although,
I did make a
I
new
look
friend,
around.
but it's completely unrelated.
Any cameras up top in the elevator, since this is a hoity-toity place?
Well, none that you can see.
Probably
No.
best to discuss
Or
this,
you can do wits plus investigation.
Yeah, actually. And I'm still going to follow it up with probably best if we talk about it not here. But I am going to wits and investigate in case that comes up in the future.
And when Edward looks at the vials, they're gonna look like gaming vials, like, oh, this holds mana, and, you know, something completely stupid and gamer related. So as the okay, so as if there was any cameras or anything around, it would only pick up like, oh, she just gave this guy some kind of stupid present or whatever.
It's those energy drinks that look like potion bottles.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And
Still, though.
and with your investigation, you kind of figure that they're going to be out here. You know it's not going to be recorded, but you know they're probably somewhere up around a camera.
Yeah. So just follow up with probably best not to talk about it here.
And it's with that the doors ding.
And fangs go away.
And the basement is literally a large parking garage. So,
Does make sense.
where you guys need to go?
Let's start by investigating.
2 blocks that way.
Get more flashlights.
Why are we going home? Or your home?
Flashlights, blood.
Research.
It'll take 5 minutes.
Yarn.
Pencils.
Lots of pencils.
She shakes her head and goes, I got blood, I got yarn, I got pencils, and I got books. What else you need? Anything else? Because she's walking towards the SUV. She goes, yeah, got those.
Alright, let's do this.
So she'll open up the driver's side of the SUV. He's got shotgun.
I liked it better when you couldn't speak. Like you said shotgun, but no words were coming out of your
You
mouth.
had half a second. You could have said
I know.
it.
I didn't care.
wink.
So
I was going to go in the back anyways. That way I can get a thing of blood and top off.
So when you go into the front of, when you go into your seat, Nerdy, you pop open the glove box, yarn, hooks, needles, whatever.
Gun.
Yes.
When
Shove
you
the gun and pull out all the yarn,
A blood pack up in the front.
please.
Huh? Yeah. So then when Edward and James get in the car, James's side is going to have, of course, the blood, and there's going to be a backpacky thing underneath his seat that's got weapons.
Got my gun. We're good. Am checking for stakes though.
Weapons, all inclusive.
Yeah.
For Edward, underneath him is going to be a book bag and books.
What does the book bag contain specifically? Like ammunition for my pistol?
Ammunition,
or
stakes, flashlight,
fire, matches,
a lighter.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna be like a propane, butane,
Yeah. Okay.
rags, things like that. So it's gonna be safety kit plus or first aid kit mixed in with weaponry.
With the weapons.
She's gonna actually give Edward a couple of unique occult books he hasn't gotten yet.
Ooh.
That are antique, and it looks like they're slightly expensive, and he would not be able to tell where she got them off of. But there's about 5 or 6 in the book bag, and then stakes, a gun with bullets, a flashlight, butane torch, all that stuff too is in there as well.
How many stakes?
3.
Sliding one.
3
in.
apiece.
Yep. Sliding first in under my gun holster on my back.
Mm-hmm.
one along my belt in the back, and then sliding one in among my sock.
Ah.
Does the glove box happen to have like size 3 bamboo knitting needles by any chance?
Sure, why not? What the hell?
Roll for initiative.
Oh no, size 3 is pointy enough that it can draw blood.
Yeah.
So, you're all set. She's gonna start up the car, get ready to go, and pull out of the parking garage and head towards the big, huge plume of smoke. And we'll pick this up next week.
And on next week's episode.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes left. I'm not going to be able to get all that out. What we're going to do is we're not going to hard pause it. We can throughout the week. If you want to do specific investigations on this site, you guys are more than welcome to.
Understood.
Oh, wait.
They have 48 hours.
And they have 48 hours. So what I'd like from you guys this week, I don't want rose checks. I want 3 goals. Again, what you guys need, what you guys want to do. Please have them into me by either Wednesday or Thursday. I can then write up what you guys need and then give them to you so we can pick up on Saturday. Are we all good?
The Sombras, and everything on the Sombras, and everything on the Sombras.
It's got to be
my list.
Got to be a little bit more specific depending on what you want to investigate at the thing.
Fair enough.
So you guys have today, tomorrow, whatever, but preferably between Wednesday and Thursday? If that's good with all 3 of you guys.
We'll get it.
You good, Ed? All right.
Yes, I'm going to be proctoring ACTs this week, so I will have lots of time to sit there.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's something we can all get behind. I'm not sure of availability this upcoming week, but I will find out 100%. I'm sure I'll be okay. But worst case, I have a storyline offshoot that you can do with my character.
I hopefully know by Wednesday if I'll have to work Saturday or not.
But I should be good.
Okay, and Ed?
Let's see. On mine, I have a thing that's going to run from 1 to 2, so I will be here, but I will be late.
Okay. Not a problem. We can work on that.
Late start.
Yep, we could do a late start. That's not a problem.
Especially if, Nerdy's working.
Yeah. All right.
Works out for everybody if you're working, actually. Go work.
So, with everything that you guys have done today...
That was the look of, I will murder you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I overstepped my bounds. That was very dudish right there.
Look, if I have to work Saturday, that means it's another 6-day week.
Oof. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all your machines are broken anyways, so...
That's the problem, is we're just sitting there doing nothing. I worked on a blanket for an hour and a half today.
Just got paid to crochet.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Than Twitch.
Let's do it this way. You guys turned around and finished up your back end episodes from last week. Great job. As well as you guys did not exactly break any mess. There was no traditional breaches this week. And on top of that, you were appropriate around the prince and everything else. So give yourselves...
We didn't do premonition on the prince again.
That's...
used it once.
That was a bonus. Give yourself 3 XP this week. And... Yes. And check it's full, I don't know, about 1.5 XP this week.
Huh?
Check it's 1.5 XP this week.
1.5. What?
I will make a note.
Chat gets 1.
Chat gets 1.5.
Yes.
Yeah, so y'all are at
I'm sorry.
4.75-ish?
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
No.
They are at 5 XP.
They're 5.
Oh, I forgot how to math.
That's okay. So...
I have a note for chat XP.
So thank you guys all for hanging out with us and chilling out. We will be back next week, depending on what everything's going on. Please watch your Twitters and all that other fun stuff. We'll find out what the crew is doing next week and what is actually happening with Scourges. This will be interesting. You guys all have a great night, and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.